1. Understanding dog behavior. 1.1 Canine communication. Understanding canine communication is essential for effective dog training. Dogs have their own unique ways of expressing themselves, and as a dog owner, it is important to be able to interpret their signals and body language. By understanding how dogs communicate, you can better communicate with them and build a strong bond based on trust and understanding. 1.1.1 Vocal communication. Dogs use vocalizations to communicate their needs, emotions, and intentions. While barking is the most common vocalization, dogs also use growling, whining, howling, and yelping to convey different messages. It is important to pay attention to the context and accompanying body language to understand the meaning behind these vocalizations. Barking can indicate various things such as alerting to danger, expressing excitement, or seeking attention. Growling is often a sign of aggression or discomfort, while whining can indicate anxiety, fear, or a desire for something. Howling is a form of communication used by dogs to communicate over long distances or to join in with other dogs. Yelping is usually a response to pain or surprise. 1.1.2 Body language. Dogs primarily communicate through body language, using a combination of facial expressions, body postures, and tail and ear positions. Understanding these signals can help you gauge your dog's mood, intentions, and level of comfort in different situations. A relaxed and happy dog will have a loose and wagging tail, relaxed facial muscles, and ears in a neutral position. On the other hand, a fearful or anxious dog may have a tucked tail, lowered head, and ears pulled back. Aggression can be indicated by a stiff body posture, raised hackles, and a fixed stare. It is important to note that each dog is unique, and their body language may vary slightly. Observing your own dog's individual body language patterns will help you better understand their specific communication style. 1.1.3 Facial expressions. Dogs have a wide range of facial expressions that can convey their emotions and intentions. By paying attention to their facial cues, you can gain valuable insights into their state of mind. A relaxed and happy dog will have a soft and open expression, with relaxed eyes and a slightly open mouth. They may also have a relaxed tongue and may pant gently. On the other hand, a fearful or anxious dog may have wide eyes, a tense mouth, and a furrowed brow. Aggression can be indicated by a wrinkled nose, bared teeth, and a fixed or intense stare. 1.1.4 Tail and ear positions. The position of a dog's tail and ears can provide important information about their emotional state and intentions. While tail wagging is often associated with happiness, it is important to consider the overall context and other body language cues. A relaxed and happy dog will have a loose and wagging tail, often held at a mid-level. A tucked tail indicates fear or submission, while a raised tail held stiffly upright can indicate alertness or aggression. Similarly, the position of the ears can convey different messages. Ears held forward indicate attentiveness, while ears pulled back suggest fear or submission. 1.1.5 Scent communication. Dogs have a highly developed sense of smell, and they use scent communication to gather information about their environment and other dogs. They have scent glands located in various parts of their bodies, including their paws, anal area, and ears. When dogs meet, they often engage in sniffing each other's rear ends as a way of gathering information about the other dog. This behavior is known as butt sniffing, and is a normal part of canine communication. Dogs also use scent marking to communicate their presence and territory to other dogs. Understanding canine communication is crucial for effective dog training. By paying attention to your dog's vocalizations, body language, facial expressions, tail and ear positions, and scent communication, you can better understand their needs, emotions, and intentions. This knowledge will help you build a strong and trusting relationship with your dog and enhance the effectiveness of your training efforts. 1.2 Dog body language. Understanding dog body language is essential for effective dog training. Dogs communicate primarily through their body language, and being able to interpret their signals will help you better understand their needs, emotions, and intentions. By learning to read your dog's body language, you can build a stronger bond with your furry friend and address any behavioral issues more effectively. 1.2.1 The importance of body language. Dogs use body language to communicate their feelings, intentions, and social status. By observing their body posture, facial expressions, tail position, and ear movements, you can gain valuable insights into what your dog is trying to convey. This understanding is crucial for successful dog training because it allows you to respond appropriately to your dog's needs and emotions. 1.2.2 Body posture. A dog's body posture can reveal a lot about its current state of mind. Here are some common body postures and what they typically indicate. Relaxed. A relaxed dog will have a loose body posture, with its weight evenly distributed. Its tail will be in a neutral position, and its ears will be in a natural position. This posture indicates that the dog is calm and comfortable. Alert. An alert dog will have a slightly raised body posture, with its weight shifted slightly forward. Its tail may be raised and its ears forward. This posture indicates that the dog is attentive and aware of its surroundings. Fearful. A fearful dog will have a lowered body posture, with its weight shifted backward. Its tail may be tucked between its legs, and its ears may be flattened against its head. This posture indicates that the dog is anxious or scared. Aggressive. An aggressive dog will have an upright and stiff body posture, with its weight shifted forward. Its tail may be raised and rigid, and its ears may be forward or slightly flattened. This posture indicates that the dog is ready to defend itself or attack. 1.2.3 Facial expressions. A dog's facial expressions can provide valuable information about its emotional state. Here are some common facial expressions and what they typically indicate. Relaxed. A relaxed dog will have a soft and open expression. Its eyes will be relaxed, and its mouth will be slightly open or closed. This expression indicates that the dog is calm and content. Alert. An alert dog will have wide open eyes and a focused expression. Its ears may be forward, and its mouth may be slightly open. This expression indicates that the dog is attentive and ready to react. Fearful. A fearful dog will have wide eyes with dilated pupils. Its ears may be flattened against its head, and its mouth may be tightly closed. This expression indicates that the dog is anxious or scared. Aggressive. An aggressive dog will have a tense expression with narrowed eyes. Its ears may be forward or slightly flattened, and its mouth may be pulled back, revealing its teeth. This expression indicates that the dog is ready to attack. 1.2.4 Tail position. A dog's tail position can convey its emotional state and intentions. Here are some common tail positions and what they typically indicate. Relaxed. A relaxed dog will have its tail in a neutral position, neither raised nor tucked. This position indicates that the dog is calm and comfortable. Wagging. A wagging tail can indicate various emotions depending on its position and speed. A slow and relaxed wag usually indicates friendliness, while a fast and stiff wag can indicate excitement or agitation. Tucked. A tucked tail, held tightly between the dog's hind legs, indicates fear or submission. This position suggests that the dog is feeling anxious or threatened. Raised. A raised tail, held high and stiff, can indicate confidence or aggression. The higher the tail is held, the more dominant or assertive the dog may be. 1.2.5 Ear movements. A dog's ear movements can provide insights into its level of attentiveness and emotional state. Here are some common ear positions and what they typically indicate. Forward. When a dog's ears are forward, it indicates attentiveness and interest in its surroundings. This position suggests that the dog is alert and focused. Backward or flattened. When a dog's ears are flattened against its head, it indicates fear, submission, or anxiety. This position suggests that the dog is feeling threatened or insecure. One ear forward, one ear back. This asymmetrical ear position can indicate confusion or uncertainty. It suggests that the dog is trying to process information or assess a situation. Understanding and interpreting your dog's body language is a crucial skill for any dog owner or trainer. By paying attention to their body posture, facial expressions, tail position, and ear movements, you can better understand their needs, emotions, and intentions. This knowledge will enable you to communicate effectively with your dog, build a stronger bond, and address any behavioral issues that may arise during training. 1.3 Understanding dog aggression. Aggression is a natural behavior in dogs that can be triggered by various factors. As a responsible dog owner and trainer, it is crucial to understand the different types of aggression and their underlying causes. By gaining a deeper understanding of dog aggression, you will be better equipped to address and manage it effectively. 1.3.1 Types of dog aggression. Dog aggression can manifest in different ways, and it is essential to recognize the various types to determine the appropriate training approach. Here are some common types of dog aggression. Fear aggression. Dogs may display aggression when they feel threatened or scared. This type of aggression is often a result of a lack of socialization or traumatic experiences. Fear aggression can be directed towards humans or other animals. Territorial aggression. Dogs are naturally territorial animals, and they may become aggressive when they perceive a threat to their territory or resources. This aggression is commonly seen when a dog is protecting its home, food, or toys. Protective aggression. Similar to territorial aggression, protective aggression occurs when a dog feels the need to protect its family members or pack. This type of aggression can be directed towards strangers or other animals that are perceived as a threat. Dominance aggression. Dogs are pack animals, and some may display aggression to establish dominance or maintain their position within the pack hierarchy. Dominance aggression can be directed towards other dogs or even humans. Redirected aggression. Dogs may exhibit redirected aggression when they are unable to direct their aggression towards the source of their frustration. For example, if a dog is restrained and unable to reach another dog it wants to attack, it may redirect its aggression towards a nearby person or object. Predatory aggression. Some dogs may display aggression towards smaller animals or even children due to their natural prey drive. This type of aggression is often seen in breeds with a strong hunting instinct. 1.3.2 Causes of dog aggression. Understanding the underlying causes of dog aggression is crucial in addressing and managing the behavior effectively. Here are some common factors that can contribute to dog aggression. Lack of socialization. Dogs that have not been properly socialized during their critical developmental period may be more prone to aggression. Early and positive exposure to various people, animals, and environments is essential for a well-rounded and non-aggressive dog. Fear and anxiety. Dogs that experience fear or anxiety may resort to aggression as a defense mechanism. Traumatic experiences, lack of confidence, or genetic predispositions can contribute to fear and anxiety in dogs. Poor training and handling. inconsistent or harsh training methods, as well as inadequate handling, can lead to aggression in dogs. Dogs that have not been taught appropriate behaviors or have been subjected to punishment-based training methods may develop aggressive tendencies. Medical issues. Some medical conditions, such as pain or hormonal imbalances, can cause dogs to exhibit aggressive behavior. It is essential to rule out any underlying medical issues that may be contributing to aggression. Genetics. Certain breeds may have a genetic predisposition towards aggression. However, it is important to note that genetics alone do not determine a dog's behavior. Proper training, socialization, and responsible ownership play a significant role in shaping a dog's behavior. 1.3.3 Recognizing and managing dog aggression. Recognizing the signs of aggression is crucial in managing and addressing the behavior effectively. Some common signs of aggression in dogs include growling or snarling, baring teeth, lunging or charging, biting or nipping, stiff body posture, raised hackles, hair on the back of the neck. If you notice any signs of aggression in your dog, it is important to seek professional help from a qualified dog trainer or behaviorist. They can assess the situation, determine the underlying cause of the aggression, and develop a customized training plan. Managing dog aggression involves a combination of training techniques, behavior modification, and environmental management. Positive reinforcement training methods, such as reward-based training, can be highly effective in addressing aggression. It is important to focus on teaching alternative behaviors and rewarding calm and non-aggressive responses. In some cases, management strategies may be necessary to prevent situations that trigger aggression. This may include avoiding certain triggers, using muzzles or head halters, or implementing strict supervision and control measures. Remember, addressing dog aggression requires patience, consistency, and a commitment to understanding and meeting your dog's needs. With the right approach and professional guidance, you can help your dog overcome aggression and develop into a well-behaved and balanced companion. 1.4 Socialization and pack dynamics. Socialization is a crucial aspect of dog training. It involves exposing your dog to various people, animals, environments, and experiences to help them develop appropriate behavior and become well-rounded individuals. By socializing your dog, you are helping them learn how to interact with others and navigate the world around them. Additionally, understanding pack dynamics can provide valuable insights into how dogs communicate and interact with each other. 1.4.1 The importance of socialization. Socialization plays a vital role in shaping a dog's behavior and temperament. It helps them become comfortable and confident in different situations, reducing the likelihood of fear, anxiety, and aggression. Early socialization is particularly crucial, as puppies have a critical period between 3 and 14 weeks of age when they are most receptive to new experiences. During this period, it is essential to expose your puppy to a wide range of people, including children, men, women, and individuals of different ethnicities. Introduce them to other animals, such as dogs, cats, and small animals, in a controlled and positive manner. Expose them to various environments, such as parks, streets, and different types of flooring. By doing so, you are helping your puppy build positive associations and develop the necessary skills to navigate the world confidently. 1.4.2 Controlled socialization. When socializing your dog, it is crucial to do so in a controlled and positive manner. Gradual exposure to new experiences is key to preventing overwhelming or negative associations. Start by introducing your dog to new people and animals in a calm and controlled environment. Use treats, praise, and rewards to reinforce positive behavior and create positive associations. When introducing your dog to other dogs, choose well-socialized and friendly dogs that can serve as positive role models. Allow them to interact in a neutral territory, such as a park or a fenced yard, under close supervision. Observe their body language and intervene if any signs of aggression or discomfort arise. Gradually increase the duration and intensity of these interactions as your dog becomes more comfortable. 1.4.3 Pack dynamics. Dogs are pack animals by nature, and understanding pack dynamics can provide valuable insights into their behavior. In a pack, there is a hierarchical structure where each member has a specific role and rank. This hierarchy is established through various forms of communication, such as body language, vocalizations, and posturing. As a dog owner, it is essential to establish yourself as the pack leader. This means providing clear rules, boundaries, and consistent training. By assuming the role of the pack leader, you are creating a sense of security and stability for your dog. This, in turn, helps them feel more confident and less likely to exhibit unwanted behaviors. 1.4.4 Signs of healthy pack dynamics. In a well-balanced pack, there are certain signs that indicate healthy dynamics. These include calm and relaxed body language. Dogs in a pack that feel secure and comfortable exhibit relaxed body language. They have loose, wagging tails, relaxed facial expressions, and open postures. Clear communication. Dogs in a pack communicate with each other through various signals, such as body postures, facial expressions, and vocalizations. They understand and respond appropriately to each other's cues. Respect for boundaries. Dogs in a pack respect each other's personal space and boundaries. They understand and adhere to the pack leader's rules and hierarchy. Playful interactions. Dogs in a pack engage in play as a way to bond and establish social connections. Playful interactions are typically balanced, with both dogs taking turns being the chaser and the chased. 1.4.5 Addressing socialization challenges. While socialization is crucial, it is essential to address any challenges that may arise during the process. Some dogs may exhibit fear, anxiety, or aggression towards certain stimuli or situations. If your dog shows signs of discomfort or fear, it is important to consult with a professional dog trainer or behaviorist who can provide guidance and support. They can help you develop a customized socialization plan and provide techniques to help your dog overcome their fears. This may involve desensitization and counter-conditioning exercises, where your dog is gradually exposed to the feared stimulus in a controlled and positive manner. Remember, every dog is unique, and their socialization needs may vary. Be patient, consistent, and always prioritize your dog's well-being. With proper socialization and an understanding of pack dynamics, you can help your dog become a well-adjusted and confident member of society. 2. Preparing for training. 2.1 Choosing the right dog. Choosing the right dog is a crucial step in your journey towards successful dog training. Each dog has its own unique personality, energy level, and needs, so it's important to find a dog that aligns with your lifestyle and training goals. In this section, we will explore the factors to consider when choosing a dog and provide guidance on finding the perfect match for you and your family. 2.1.1 Assessing your lifestyle and needs. Before bringing a dog into your home, it's essential to assess your lifestyle and needs. Consider the following factors. Activity level. Dogs vary in their energy levels, so it's important to choose a dog that matches your activity level. If you lead an active lifestyle and enjoy outdoor activities, a high-energy breed like a Border Collie or Labrador Retriever may be a good fit. On the other hand, if you prefer a more relaxed lifestyle, a lower-energy breed like a Basset Hound or Bulldog may be more suitable. Living situation. Take into account your living situation when choosing a dog. If you live in an apartment or have limited outdoor space, a smaller breed or a dog that doesn't require excessive exercise may be a better choice. Some breeds, like the Greyhound, are known for their apartment-friendly nature. If you have a spacious backyard, you may consider a larger breed that enjoys outdoor activities. Family dynamics. If you have children or other pets, it's important to choose a dog that is compatible with your family dynamics. Some breeds are known for their gentle and patient nature, making them great companions for families with young children. It's also important to consider any allergies or sensitivities that family members may have to dog hair or dander. Time commitment. Dogs require time and attention, so it's important to consider how much time you can dedicate to training, exercise, and socialization. Some breeds, like the Border Collie, require a significant amount of mental and physical stimulation, while others may be more independent. Assess your availability and ensure that you can provide the necessary time and commitment to your new furry friend. 2.1.2 Researching dog breeds. Once you have assessed your lifestyle and needs, it's time to research different dog breeds. Understanding the characteristics, temperament, and specific needs of different breeds will help you make an informed decision. Here are some resources to aid your research. Breed books. There are numerous books available that provide detailed information about different dog breeds. These books often include insights into breed history, temperament, exercise requirements, and common health issues. They can be a valuable resource in understanding the specific needs of different breeds. Online resources. The internet offers a wealth of information on dog breeds. Websites such as the American Kennel Club (AKC) and the Kennel Club (UK) provide comprehensive breed profiles, including breed standards, characteristics, and care requirements. Additionally, online forums and communities can provide insights from experienced dog owners and breed enthusiasts. Breed-specific events. Attend dog shows, breed-specific events, or meetups to interact with different breeds and their owners. This hands-on experience will give you a better understanding of the breed's temperament, behavior, and physical attributes. It also provides an opportunity to ask questions and gather information from experienced dog owners. 2.1.3 Considering adoption or responsible breeders. When choosing a dog, you have the option of adopting from a shelter or rescue organization or purchasing from a responsible breeder. Both options have their advantages and considerations. Adoption. Adopting a dog from a shelter or rescue organization not only gives a deserving dog a second chance at a loving home but also provides you with the opportunity to save a life. Shelters and rescues often have a variety of breeds and mixed breeds available for adoption. Additionally, many shelter dogs have undergone basic training and socialization, making the transition into your home smoother. Responsible breeders. If you have a specific breed in mind, responsible breeders can be a good option. Responsible breeders prioritize the health and well-being of their dogs and strive to produce puppies with sound temperaments. They conduct health screenings, provide proper socialization, and offer support and guidance to new owners. It's important to do thorough research and ensure that the breeder follows ethical breeding practices. 2.1.4 Meeting potential dogs. Once you have narrowed down your choices, it's time to meet potential dogs. Interacting with the dog in person will give you a better sense of their temperament, behavior, and compatibility with you and your family. Here are some tips for meeting potential dogs. Schedule a visit. Contact the shelter, rescue organization, or breeder to schedule a visit. This will allow you to spend time with the dog in a comfortable and controlled environment. Observe behavior. Pay attention to the dog's behavior during your visit. Look for signs of friendliness, curiosity, and responsiveness. Assess their reaction to different stimuli and their interaction with you and other family members. Ask questions. Don't hesitate to ask questions about the dog's history, training, and any specific needs or challenges they may have. This information will help you make an informed decision. Consider a trial period. Some shelters and rescue organizations offer trial periods where you can foster the dog temporarily to assess compatibility before making a final decision. This can be particularly helpful if you have other pets or young children. By considering your lifestyle, researching different breeds, and meeting potential dogs, you can make an informed decision when choosing the right dog for your training journey. Remember, each dog is unique, and finding the perfect match may take time and patience. 2.2 Creating a training schedule. Creating a training schedule is an essential step in effectively training your dog. A well-structured and consistent training schedule will not only help your dog learn faster but also ensure that training becomes a positive and enjoyable experience for both you and your furry friend. In this section, we will discuss the importance of a training schedule and provide you with practical tips on how to create one. 2.2.1 Why is a training schedule important? A training schedule provides structure and consistency to your dog's training routine. Dogs thrive on routine and predictability, so having a set schedule helps them understand what is expected of them and when. It also helps you stay organized and focused on your training goals. Consistency is key when it comes to dog training. By following a schedule, you can ensure that you are consistently reinforcing desired behaviors and addressing any issues that may arise. Dogs learn through repetition, so the more consistent you are with your training sessions, the quicker your dog will learn and retain the information. A training schedule also helps you allocate time for different training activities. It allows you to plan and prioritize specific training exercises based on your dog's needs and abilities. For example, if your dog is struggling with leash walking, you can dedicate more time to practicing loose leash walking exercises in your schedule. 2.2.2 Tips for creating a training schedule. When creating a training schedule, consider the following tips to make it effective and manageable. 2.2.2.1 Determine training goals. Before creating a schedule, it's important to establish your training goals. What behaviors do you want to teach your dog? Are there any specific commands or skills you want them to learn? By identifying your goals, you can tailor your training schedule to focus on those areas. 2.2.2.2 Set realistic expectations. It's essential to set realistic expectations for your dog's training progress. Every dog learns at their own pace, so be patient and understanding. Break down complex behaviors into smaller, achievable steps, and gradually increase the difficulty as your dog progresses. Setting realistic expectations will help you stay motivated and prevent frustration. 2.2.2.3 Determine training session duration. Decide how long each training session will be. Dogs have short attention spans, especially when they are learning something new. Start with short sessions of about 10 to 15 minutes and gradually increase the duration as your dog becomes more comfortable and focused. It's better to have multiple short training sessions throughout the day than one long session. 2.2.2.4 Choose training times. Select specific times of the day for training sessions. Consistency is crucial, so try to stick to the same times every day. Choose times when your dog is alert and not too distracted. Avoid training immediately after meals or when your dog is tired. Morning and evening sessions are often ideal as dogs tend to be more receptive during these times. 2.2.2.5 Include different training activities. A well-rounded training schedule should include a variety of training activities. Mix up obedience training, leash training, and fun activities like trick training or interactive games. This variety keeps your dog engaged and prevents boredom. It also helps reinforce different behaviors in different contexts. 2.2.2.6 Be flexible. While consistency is important, it's also essential to be flexible with your training schedule. Life can be unpredictable, and there may be days when you can't stick to the exact schedule. If that happens, try to make up for it by adjusting the schedule or incorporating shorter training sessions throughout the day. The key is to maintain regular training sessions as much as possible. 2.2.2.7 Track progress. Keep a record of your dog's progress during training. Note down the behaviors they have learned, the challenges they are facing, and any adjustments you make to the training schedule. Tracking progress helps you identify patterns, assess what is working and what needs improvement, and make necessary adjustments to your training plan. 2.2.3 Sample training schedule. Here's a sample training schedule to give you an idea of how to structure your training sessions. Morning session 10 minutes. Practice basic commands like sit, stay, and come. Work on leash walking skills in a low distraction environment. Afternoon session 10 minutes. Focus on a specific skill or behavior you are currently working on, such as leave it or down. Incorporate some fun activities like playing with interactive toys or practicing tricks. Evening session 10 minutes. Review previously learned commands and behaviors. Practice leash walking in a slightly more distracting environment. End the session with a reward-based game or playtime. Remember, this is just a sample schedule, and you can customize it based on your dog's needs and your training goals. The key is to be consistent, patient, and have fun with your training sessions. Happy training. 2.3 Setting training goals. Setting clear and achievable training goals is an essential step in the dog training process. By establishing specific objectives, you can focus your efforts and track your progress as you work towards training your dog. In this section, we will discuss the importance of setting training goals and provide guidance on how to create effective goals for your dog. 2.3.1 Why set training goals? Setting training goals provides structure and direction to your training sessions. Without clear goals, it can be challenging to measure your dog's progress and determine if your training methods are effective. Goals also help you stay motivated and maintain consistency in your training efforts. Additionally, setting training goals allows you to break down complex behaviors into smaller, more manageable steps. This approach makes it easier for your dog to understand and learn new behaviors. By setting achievable goals, you can build your dog's confidence and set them up for success. 2.3.2 Types of training goals. When setting training goals, it is important to consider both short-term and long-term objectives. Short-term goals focus on specific behaviors or commands that you want your dog to learn in the immediate future. Long-term goals, on the other hand, encompass broader behaviors or skills that you want your dog to master over time. Short-term goals may include teaching your dog to sit on command, walk politely on a leash, or come when called. These goals are typically easier to achieve and serve as building blocks for more advanced behaviors. Long-term goals may involve training your dog to perform complex tricks, compete in dog sports, or assist with specific tasks. It is crucial to set realistic goals that are appropriate for your dog's age, breed, and individual capabilities. Each dog is unique, and their learning abilities may vary. Consider your dog's personality, physical abilities, and any limitations they may have when setting your training goals. 2.3.3 Smart Goals. To ensure your training goals are effective and achievable, it is helpful to follow the SMART goal setting framework. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break down each component. Specific. Clearly define what you want your dog to learn or achieve. For example, instead of setting a vague goal like, improve leash walking, specify the behavior you want to see, such as, walk on a loose leash without pulling. Measurable. Establish criteria to measure your dog's progress. This could include the number of successful repetitions, the duration of the behavior, or the level of distraction at which your dog can perform the behavior reliably. Achievable. Set goals that are within your dog's capabilities and consider their current skill level. It is important to challenge your dog, but also ensure that the goals are attainable to prevent frustration or discouragement. Relevant. Align your training goals with your overall training objectives and your dog's needs. Focus on behaviors that are essential for your dog's well-being and safety, as well as behaviors that will enhance your relationship with your dog. Time-bound. Set a specific timeframe for achieving your goals. This helps create a sense of urgency and allows you to track your progress. Breaking down long-term goals into smaller, time-bound milestones can make them more manageable. 2.3.4 Example Training Goals. To illustrate the process of setting training goals, let's consider an example. Suppose you have a young Labrador Retriever named Max, and you want to teach him basic obedience commands. Here are some example goals you could set. Short-term goal. Teach Max to sit on command within 2 weeks. This goal is specific, measurable. Max can reliably sit within 2 seconds of the command. Achievable, relevant. Sitting is a fundamental command, and time-bound. Short-term goal. Train Max to walk on a loose leash without pulling within 1 month. This goal is specific, measurable. Max can walk without tension on the leash for at least 5 minutes. Achievable, relevant. Loose leash walking promotes safety and enjoyable walks, and time-bound. Long-term goal. Train Max to come when called reliably, even in distracting environments, within 6 months. This goal is specific, measurable. Max comes when called within 3 seconds, regardless of distractions. Achievable, relevant. Recall is crucial for safety, and time-bound. Remember to adjust your goals as your dog progresses and to celebrate each milestone along the way. Training should be a positive and rewarding experience for both you and your dog. 2.3.5 Tracking Progress. Once you have established your training goals, it is essential to track your dog's progress. Keep a training journal or use a training app to record each training session's outcomes, including successes, challenges, and areas for improvement. This documentation will help you identify patterns, adjust your training methods if necessary, and stay motivated as you see your dog's progress over time. Regularly reassess your goals and make adjustments as needed. As your dog becomes proficient in one behavior, you can set new goals to continue their training journey. Remember that training is an ongoing process, and dogs benefit from continued mental stimulation and learning throughout their lives. By setting clear and achievable training goals, you can effectively guide your dog's training journey and build a strong foundation of obedience and good behavior. With patience, consistency, and a well-defined plan, you and your dog can achieve remarkable results together. 2.4 Gathering Training Supplies. Once you have chosen the right dog and created a training schedule, it's time to gather the necessary supplies for your dog's training. Having the right tools and equipment will make the training process more effective and enjoyable for both you and your furry friend. In this section, we will discuss the essential training supplies you will need to have on hand. 2.4.1 Collar and Leash. One of the most important training supplies you will need is a collar and leash. These items are essential for teaching your dog how to walk on a leash and for maintaining control during training sessions. When choosing a collar, opt for one that is comfortable and fits properly. There are various types of collars available, including flat collars, martingale collars, and head halters. Consider your dog's size, breed, and individual needs when selecting the right collar. Leashes come in different materials and lengths. A standard leash is usually around 6 feet long and made of nylon or leather. Retractable leashes can also be useful for certain training exercises, allowing your dog more freedom while still maintaining control. Whichever type of leash you choose, make sure it is sturdy and comfortable to hold. 2.4.2 Treats and Rewards. Positive reinforcement is a key component of effective dog training. Treats and rewards play a vital role in motivating and rewarding your dog for good behavior. When selecting treats, opt for small, soft, and easily chewable ones that your dog can quickly consume. It's also important to choose treats that are healthy and appropriate for your dog's dietary needs. Avoid treats that are high in fat or contain artificial ingredients. In addition to treats, you can also use other rewards such as praise, petting, or playtime. Every dog is different, so it's essential to find out what motivates your furry friend the most. Experiment with different rewards to determine what your dog finds most enticing and use them during training sessions to reinforce positive behaviors. 2.4.3 Clicker or Marker. A clicker or marker is a small device that makes a distinct sound, such as a click, to mark the exact moment your dog performs a desired behavior. This sound serves as a signal to your dog that they have done something right and will be rewarded. Clicker training is a popular and effective method for teaching dogs new behaviors and commands. When choosing a clicker or marker, look for one that is comfortable to hold and has a clear, distinct sound. Practice using the clicker or marker before starting training sessions to ensure you can use it effectively and consistently. 2.4.4 Training Pouch or Bag. Having a training pouch or bag to hold your treats and rewards is essential for easy access during training sessions. These pouches typically have multiple compartments to keep treats separate from other items, such as keys or cell phones. Look for a training pouch that is durable, easy to clean, and has a secure closure to prevent treats from falling out. 2.4.5 Training Toys. Training toys can be a valuable addition to your training supplies. These toys are specifically designed to engage and motivate your dog during training sessions. They can be used as rewards or as tools to redirect your dog's attention during training exercises. Interactive toys, such as puzzle toys or treat dispensing toys, can also provide mental stimulation and help keep your dog focused. When selecting training toys, choose ones that are safe, durable, and appropriate for your dog's size and breed. Avoid toys with small parts that could be a choking hazard or toys that are easily destroyed. 2.4.6 Training Aids. Depending on your dog's specific training needs, you may require additional training aids. Some common training aids include clicker stick. A clicker stick combines the functions of a clicker and a target stick. It can be used to guide your dog's movements during training exercises. Target stick. A target stick is a long stick with a ball or other target at the end. It can be used to teach your dog to touch or follow the target, which is helpful for teaching commands like heel or go to your mat. Training whistle. A training whistle can be used to give commands or signals to your dog from a distance. It is particularly useful for off-leash training or in outdoor environments. Training harness. A training harness can provide additional control and support during training sessions, especially for dogs that tend to pull on the leash. Look for a harness that is comfortable, adjustable, and allows for proper movement. Remember, not all training aids are necessary for every dog. Assess your dog's individual needs and consult with a professional trainer if you are unsure about which training aids would be beneficial. 2.4.7 Cleaning Supplies. Accidents happen, especially during the house training process. It's important to have the necessary cleaning supplies on hand to quickly and effectively clean up any messes. Invest in pet-friendly cleaning products that are safe for both your dog and your home. Enzyme-based cleaners are particularly effective at eliminating odors and discouraging repeat accidents. 2.4.8 Comfortable Clothing and Footwear. Lastly, don't forget to dress appropriately for training sessions. Wear comfortable clothing that allows for easy movement and won't restrict your dog's access to treats or rewards. Opt for closed-toe shoes that provide stability and protection, especially if you will be doing outdoor training or agility exercises. By gathering these essential training supplies, you will be well prepared to embark on your dog's training journey. Remember, consistency, patience, and positive reinforcement are key to successful training. With the right tools and equipment, you can create a positive and rewarding training experience for both you and your beloved canine companion. 3. Basic Training Techniques. 3.1 Positive Reinforcement Training. Positive reinforcement training is a highly effective and humane method of training dogs. It focuses on rewarding desired behaviors rather than punishing unwanted behaviors. By using positive reinforcement, you can build a strong bond with your dog and create a positive learning environment. 3.1.1 Understanding positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement involves rewarding your dog for exhibiting the desired behavior. This can be done through treats, praise, toys, or any other reward that your dog finds motivating. The key is to provide the reward immediately after the behavior occurs, so your dog can associate the reward with the action. The concept behind positive reinforcement is simple. Dogs are more likely to repeat behaviors that result in positive outcomes. By rewarding your dog for good behavior, you are encouraging them to continue behaving in that way. This method is based on the principle of operant conditioning, where behaviors are strengthened through positive consequences. 3.1.2 Benefits of positive reinforcement training. Positive reinforcement training has numerous benefits for both you and your dog. Here are some of the key advantages. Builds a strong bond. Positive reinforcement training creates a positive and trusting relationship between you and your dog. By rewarding good behavior, you are reinforcing the bond and building mutual respect. Increases motivation. Dogs are naturally motivated by rewards. By using positive reinforcement, you tap into their natural instincts and make the training process more enjoyable and engaging for them. Encourages desired behaviors. Instead of focusing on correcting unwanted behaviors, positive reinforcement training emphasizes teaching and reinforcing desired behaviors. This approach helps your dog understand what you expect from them and encourages them to make the right choices. Reduces stress and fear. Punishment-based training methods can cause stress and fear in dogs, leading to negative associations with training. Positive reinforcement training, on the other hand, creates a positive and safe learning environment, reducing stress and fear. Enhances problem-solving skills. Positive reinforcement training encourages dogs to think and problem-solve. They learn to make connections between their actions and the rewards they receive, which helps them develop cognitive skills and become more adaptable. Works for all dogs. Positive reinforcement training is suitable for dogs of all ages, breeds, and temperaments. Whether you have a young puppy or an older dog, this method can be tailored to meet their individual needs. 3.1.3 Getting started with positive reinforcement training. To begin positive reinforcement training with your dog, follow these steps. Identify desired behaviors. Determine the specific behaviors you want to teach your dog. Start with simple commands such as sit or stay before moving on to more complex behaviors. Choose rewards. Find out what motivates your dog. It could be treats, praise, toys, or a combination of these. Use high-value rewards for more challenging behaviors and gradually transition to lower-value rewards as your dog becomes proficient. Timing is crucial. Deliver the reward immediately after your dog performs the desired behavior. This helps them make the connection between the action and the reward. Be consistent. Use the same command or cue for each behavior you want to teach. Consistency is key to helping your dog understand what is expected of them. Start small and be patient. Break down the behavior into small steps and gradually increase the difficulty. Be patient with your dog and celebrate their progress along the way. Fade out rewards. Once your dog has mastered a behavior, gradually reduce the frequency of rewards. However, continue to reinforce the behavior intermittently to maintain it. Avoid punishment. Positive reinforcement training focuses on rewarding good behavior rather than punishing unwanted behavior. Avoid using physical or verbal punishment, as it can undermine the trust and bond between you and your dog. Remember, positive reinforcement training is a process that requires time, consistency, and patience. Celebrate your dog's successes and be understanding of their challenges. With dedication and positive reinforcement, you can help your dog become a well-behaved and happy companion. 3.2 Clicker training. Clicker training is a popular and effective method of dog training that utilizes a small handheld device called a clicker. This technique is based on the principles of positive reinforcement, where the clicker is used as a marker to signal to the dog that they have performed the desired behavior correctly. Clicker training is a precise and clear way to communicate with your dog, making it an excellent tool for teaching new commands and behaviors. 3.2.1 How clicker training works. Clicker training works by pairing the sound of the clicker with a reward, usually a treat, to create a positive association in the dog's mind. The clicker serves as a bridge between the desired behavior and the reward, allowing for precise timing and clear communication. Here's how the process typically works. Charge the clicker. Before you start using the clicker for training, you need to charge it. This involves associating the sound of the clicker with something positive, such as a treat. To do this, simply click the clicker and immediately give your dog a treat. Repeat this several times until your dog starts to understand that the clicker sound predicts a reward. Mark the behavior. Once the clicker is charged, you can start using it to mark the desired behavior. For example, if you're teaching your dog to sit, you would click the clicker the moment their bottom touches the ground. This marks the exact moment the behavior occurred and lets your dog know that they did something right. Reward the behavior. After you click the clicker, you should follow it up with a reward. This can be a treat, praise, or anything else your dog finds motivating. The reward reinforces the behavior and encourages your dog to repeat it in the future. Repeat and reinforce. Consistency is key in clicker training. Repeat the process of marking the behavior with the clicker and rewarding it consistently. With repetition, your dog will start to associate the clicker sound with the reward and understand that certain behaviors lead to positive outcomes. 3.2.2 Benefits of clicker training. Clicker training offers several benefits that make it a popular choice among dog trainers and owners. Here are some of the advantages of using clicker training. Clear communication. The clicker provides a clear and distinct sound that is consistent every time. This helps eliminate confusion and allows for precise timing when marking behaviors. Positive reinforcement. Clicker training is based on positive reinforcement, which means that it focuses on rewarding desired behaviors rather than punishing unwanted ones. This creates a positive and enjoyable training experience for both you and your dog. Accurate marking. The clicker allows for precise marking of behaviors, making it easier for your dog to understand which actions are being rewarded. This clarity helps speed up the learning process. Increased motivation. The clicker sound becomes a powerful motivator for dogs. They quickly learn that the clicker predicts a reward, which encourages them to offer behaviors in order to hear the click and receive the reward. Versatility. Clicker training can be used to teach a wide range of behaviors, from basic commands to complex tricks. It can also be used in various training settings, including obedience training, agility training, and behavior modification. 3.2.3 Getting started with clicker training. To start clicker training with your dog, you'll need a clicker and some tasty treats. Follow these steps to get started. Charge the clicker. Begin by charging the clicker as mentioned earlier. Click the clicker and immediately give your dog a treat. Repeat this several times until your dog starts to associate the clicker sound with the reward. Choose a behavior. Decide on a behavior you want to teach your dog. It's best to start with simple behaviors like sit or down before moving on to more complex commands. Capture the behavior. Wait for your dog to naturally perform the desired behavior. For example, if you're teaching sit, wait for your dog to sit down on their own. The moment their bottom touches the ground, click the clicker and give them a treat. Repeat and reinforce. Practice the behavior multiple times, clicking and treating each time your dog performs it correctly. Gradually introduce a verbal cue, such as saying, sit, right before your dog sits down. With repetition, your dog will start to associate the verbal cue with the behavior. Generalize the behavior. Once your dog understands the behavior in one location, start practicing it in different environments and with distractions. This helps your dog generalize the behavior and respond to the cue regardless of the situation. Remember to keep training sessions short and positive. Clicker training should be a fun and rewarding experience for both you and your dog. If your dog is struggling with a particular behavior, break it down into smaller steps and gradually build up to the desired behavior. 3.2.4 Troubleshooting clicker training. While clicker training is generally effective, some dogs may require additional guidance or troubleshooting. Here are a few common challenges you may encounter and how to address them. Lack of response. If your dog doesn't seem to respond to the clicker, it may be because they haven't made the association between the clicker sound and the reward. Go back to charging the clicker by clicking and treating several times to reinforce the connection. Fear or sensitivity to the clicker sound. Some dogs may be sensitive to loud or sudden noises, including the clicker sound. If your dog shows fear or discomfort, try using a softer clicker or a different marker, such as a verbal cue like, yes, or a tongue click. Over-reliance on the clicker. While the clicker is a valuable tool, it's important to gradually fade its use over time. Once your dog understands the behavior, start phasing out the clicker by clicking less frequently and eventually relying solely on verbal cues and rewards. Inconsistent timing. Timing is crucial in clicker training. Make sure you click the clicker at the exact moment your dog performs the desired behavior. If your timing is off, your dog may become confused or not understand what they are being rewarded for. Lack of motivation. If your dog loses interest in the training or doesn't seem motivated by the treats, try using higher value rewards or finding alternative ways to motivate them, such as using toys or play as a reward. Remember, every dog is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. Be patient, adapt your training methods as needed, and always prioritize your dog's well-being and enjoyment during the training process. Clicker training can be a powerful tool in your dog training arsenal. It allows for clear communication, positive reinforcement, and effective teaching of new behaviors. With consistency, patience, and a clicker in hand, you'll be well on your way to mastering the leash and creating a strong bond with your furry friend. 3.3 Marker training. Marker training is a highly effective and popular method of dog training that utilizes a distinct sound or signal to mark desired behaviors. This technique is based on the principles of positive reinforcement, where the marker serves as a bridge between the desired behavior and the reward. By using a marker, such as a clicker or a verbal cue, you can communicate with your dog more precisely and reinforce their good behavior more effectively. 3.3.1 Understanding the concept of marker training. The concept of marker training is simple yet powerful. It involves associating a specific sound or signal, known as the marker, with a reward. The marker acts as a clear and immediate indication to the dog that they have performed the desired behavior correctly. This allows for precise timing and communication between you and your dog. The most commonly used marker in marker training is a clicker. A clicker is a small handheld device that makes a distinct clicking sound when pressed. However, you can also use a verbal cue, such as saying, yes, or, good, as a marker. The key is to choose a marker that is consistent, easy to use, and distinct from other sounds in your dog's environment. 3.3.2 How to implement marker training. To start marker training, you need to follow a few simple steps. Charge the marker. before you can use the marker to train your dog, you need to associate it with something positive. Begin by clicking the clicker or saying the verbal cue, followed immediately by giving your dog a treat. Repeat this process several times until your dog starts to associate the sound of the marker with receiving a reward. Choose a behavior to train. Select a specific behavior that you want to teach your dog. It could be something simple like sitting or lying down. Capture the behavior. Wait for your dog to naturally perform the desired behavior. As soon as they do, use the marker to mark the behavior and immediately give them a reward. For example, if you are teaching your dog to sit, click or say, yes, the moment their bottom touches the ground, and then give them a treat. Repeat and reinforce. Practice the behavior repeatedly, using the marker and rewarding your dog each time they perform the desired behavior correctly. Consistency is key in marker training, so make sure to use the marker and reward every time your dog does the behavior correctly. Add a cue. Once your dog consistently performs the behavior in response to the marker, you can add a verbal cue or hand signal. For example, when teaching your dog to sit, you can say, sit, or use a hand signal just before they perform the behavior. Over time, your dog will associate the cue with the behavior and respond to it without the need for the marker. 3.3.3 Advantages of marker training. Marker training offers several advantages over other training methods. Precise communication. The marker provides clear and immediate feedback to your dog, allowing for precise communication. This helps your dog understand exactly which behavior is being rewarded. Timing and consistency. Marker training allows you to mark the desired behavior at the exact moment it occurs, making it easier for your dog to understand what they are being rewarded for. It also helps you maintain consistency in your training sessions. Increased motivation. The use of a marker creates a strong association between the behavior and the reward, which can increase your dog's motivation to perform the behavior consistently. Versatility. Marker training can be used to teach a wide range of behaviors, from basic commands to complex tricks. It is a versatile training method that can be adapted to suit the needs of different dogs and training goals. Positive reinforcement. Marker training is based on the principles of positive reinforcement, which promotes a positive and enjoyable training experience for both you and your dog. It focuses on rewarding desired behaviors rather than punishing unwanted behaviors. 3.3.4 Tips for successful marker training. To make the most of marker training, consider the following tips. Keep training sessions short. Dogs have short attention spans, so it's important to keep training sessions short and focused. Aim for several short sessions throughout the day rather than one long session. Be consistent. Consistency is key in marker training. Use the marker and reward every time your dog performs the desired behavior correctly. This helps reinforce the behavior and prevents confusion. Start with easy behaviors. When introducing marker training, start with simple behaviors that your dog is likely to perform naturally. This sets them up for success and builds their confidence in the training process. Gradually increase difficulty. As your dog becomes more proficient with marker training, gradually increase the difficulty of the behaviors you ask them to perform. This keeps them engaged and challenged. Use high-value rewards. Use high-value treats or rewards that your dog finds particularly motivating during marker training. This can help increase their enthusiasm and willingness to learn. Practice in different environments. Once your dog has mastered a behavior in one environment, gradually introduce distractions and practice in different locations. This helps generalize the behavior and ensures that your dog can perform it in various situations. Remember, marker training is a positive and effective method of training that can help you build a strong bond with your dog. With patience, consistency, and the right rewards, you can teach your dog a wide range of behaviors using this technique. 3.4 Lure training. Lure training is a popular and effective method used in dog training to teach dogs various commands and behaviors. This technique involves using a treat or a toy as a lure to guide the dog into performing the desired action. Lure training is particularly useful for teaching basic commands and shaping behaviors in a positive and rewarding way. 3.4.1 How lure training works. Lure training works by using a treat or a toy as a motivator to guide the dog into the desired position or behavior. The lure is used to entice the dog to follow it, and as the dog follows the lure, they naturally move into the desired position. For example, if you want to teach your dog to sit, you would hold a treat above their head and slowly move it back towards their tail. As the dog follows the treat with their nose, their bottom will naturally lower into a sitting position. Once the dog is in the desired position, the treat is given as a reward. 3.4.2 Getting started with lure training. To start lure training, you will need a treat or a toy that your dog finds highly motivating. It's important to choose a reward that your dog is willing to work for and that they find irresistible. Break the treat into small pieces or use a small toy that can easily be held in your hand. Begin by holding the treat or toy in front of your dog's nose, allowing them to sniff and investigate it. Slowly move the lure in the direction you want your dog to go or the position you want them to take. For example, if you want to teach your dog to lie down, you would hold the treat close to their nose and slowly move it towards the ground. As your dog follows the treat, their body will naturally lower into a lying down position. Once they are in the desired position, reward them with the treat and praise. 3.4.3 Shaping behaviors with lure training. Lure training can also be used to shape more complex behaviors by breaking them down into smaller steps. This technique is called shaping. For example, if you want to teach your dog to roll over, you can use lure training to guide them through each step of the behavior. Start by luring your dog into a down position, then slowly move the treat in a circular motion to encourage them to roll onto their side. Gradually increase the movement until your dog completes a full roll. Each time your dog successfully completes a step, reward them with the treat and praise. 3.4.4 Advantages of lure training. Lure training offers several advantages in dog training. Clear communication. Lure training provides clear and visual communication for your dog. The lure acts as a visual cue, making it easier for your dog to understand what you want them to do. Positive reinforcement. Lure training is a positive reinforcement technique that rewards your dog for performing the desired behavior. This positive association helps to motivate your dog and makes the training process enjoyable for both of you. Flexibility. Lure training can be used to teach a wide range of behaviors and commands. It can be easily adapted to suit the individual needs and abilities of your dog. Bonding and trust. Lure training involves close interaction between you and your dog. This interaction helps to strengthen the bond and build trust between you and your furry friend. Mental stimulation. Lure training engages your dog's mind and provides mental stimulation. It challenges them to think and problem solve, which can help prevent boredom and destructive behaviors. 3.4.5 Tips for successful lure training. To ensure successful lure training, keep the following tips in mind. Use high-value rewards. Use treats or toys that your dog finds highly motivating. This will increase their interest and willingness to work for the reward. Keep sessions short and fun. Dogs have short attention spans, so keep training sessions short and enjoyable. Aim for multiple short sessions throughout the day rather than one long session. Be patient and consistent. Lure training requires patience and consistency. Repeat the training exercises regularly and be consistent with your cues and rewards. Gradually fade the lure. Once your dog understands the behavior, gradually fade the lure by using it less frequently. Start by using the lure every other time, then every third time, until your dog can perform the behavior without the lure. Practice in different environments. Practice lure training in different environments to help your dog generalize the behavior. Start in a quiet and familiar environment, then gradually introduce distractions and new locations. Seek professional help if needed. If you encounter difficulties or your dog is not responding as expected, consider seeking help from a professional dog trainer. They can provide guidance and support to ensure successful training. Remember, lure training is a positive and rewarding method of training that can help you teach your dog a wide range of behaviors. With patience, consistency, and plenty of rewards, you and your furry friend can master the leash and enjoy a strong and trusting bond. 3.5 Reward-based training. Reward-based training is a highly effective and humane method of teaching dogs new behaviors and reinforcing good behavior. This training technique focuses on positive reinforcement, using rewards such as treats, praise, and play to motivate and encourage dogs to learn and obey commands. By associating desired behaviors with rewards, dogs are more likely to repeat those behaviors in the future. 3.5.1 The power of positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is a cornerstone of reward-based training. It involves rewarding your dog for performing the desired behavior, making it more likely that they will repeat it in the future. The rewards can be anything that your dog finds motivating, such as treats, toys, or verbal praise. The key is to find what your dog values most and use it as a reward during training sessions. When using positive reinforcement, timing is crucial. The reward should be given immediately after your dog performs the desired behavior, so they can make a clear connection between the behavior and the reward. This helps them understand what they did right and encourages them to do it again. 3.5.2 Choosing the right rewards. Not all rewards are created equal, and it's important to choose rewards that are highly motivating for your dog. Some dogs are food motivated and will work eagerly for a tasty treat, while others may be more motivated by play or praise. Experiment with different types of rewards to see what your dog responds to best. When using food rewards, it's important to use small, soft, and easily consumable treats. This allows your dog to quickly eat the treat and refocus on the training session. Avoid using large or hard treats that may take too long to eat, as this can interrupt the flow of training. In addition to treats, verbal praise and petting can also be powerful rewards. Dogs thrive on positive attention from their owners, so don't underestimate the value of a kind word or a gentle pat on the head. Use a happy and enthusiastic tone of voice when praising your dog to convey your excitement and reinforce their good behavior. 3.5.3 Using rewards to teach new behaviors. Reward-based training can be used to teach a wide range of behaviors, from basic commands like sit and stay to more complex tricks and tasks. The process involves breaking down the behavior into small, manageable steps and rewarding your dog for each successful attempt. Start by using a lure or a hand signal to guide your dog into the desired position or behavior. For example, if you're teaching your dog to sit, you can hold a treat above their head and slowly move it back towards their tail. As their head follows the treat, their bottom will naturally lower into a sitting position. As soon as their bottom touches the ground, give them the treat and praise them. Repeat this process several times, gradually reducing the use of the lure or hand signal. Eventually, your dog will start to associate the verbal command with the behavior and will perform it without the need for a lure. Remember to reward your dog each time they successfully perform the behavior, even if you no longer need to use a lure or hand signal. 3.5.4 Shaping behaviors with rewards. Reward-based training also involves shaping behaviors by rewarding incremental progress towards the desired behavior. This technique is particularly useful when teaching complex behaviors or tricks that cannot be easily learned or physically guided. To shape a behavior, start by rewarding any behavior that is even remotely close to the desired behavior. For example, if you're teaching your dog to roll over, you can initially reward them for lying on their side. As they start to understand that lying on their side is being rewarded, gradually raise the criteria and only reward them when they roll onto their back. Continue to raise the criteria until your dog is successfully rolling over. Shaping behaviors requires patience and consistency. It's important to reward your dog for each small step towards the desired behavior and avoid punishing or becoming frustrated with them for not getting it right immediately. By breaking the behavior down into manageable steps and rewarding your dog's efforts, you can gradually shape complex behaviors. 3.5.5 The role of timing and consistency. Timing and consistency are crucial when using reward-based training. The reward should be given immediately after the desired behavior is performed, so your dog can make a clear connection between the behavior and the reward. If you wait too long to reward, your dog may not understand what they are being rewarded for. Consistency is also important in reward-based training. Use the same verbal command for each behavior and be consistent in your expectations and rewards. This helps your dog understand what is expected of them and reduces confusion. Consistency also extends to the type of rewards used. Stick to the same rewards throughout the training process to maintain clarity and motivation. 3.5.6 Avoiding punishment in reward-based training. Reward-based training focuses on positive reinforcement and avoids the use of punishment. Punishment can create fear and anxiety in dogs, leading to a breakdown in trust and a reluctance to learn. Instead of punishing unwanted behaviors, focus on redirecting your dog's attention to a more appropriate behavior and rewarding them for making the right choices. If your dog makes a mistake or exhibits an unwanted behavior, simply ignore it and wait for them to offer a more desirable behavior. When they do, reward them generously. This teaches your dog that good behavior is rewarded, while unwanted behavior is ignored. By using reward-based training techniques, you can build a strong bond with your dog and create a positive and enjoyable training experience. Remember to be patient, consistent, and always reward your dog for their efforts. With time and practice, you'll be amazed at what your dog can achieve through the power of positive reinforcement. 3.6 Correction-based training. Correction-based training is a method of dog training that focuses on using corrections or punishments to discourage unwanted behaviors. While positive reinforcement training is generally recommended as the most effective and humane approach, there may be instances where correction-based training is necessary or appropriate. It is important to understand the principles and techniques of correction-based training to ensure its safe and effective implementation. 3.6.1 Understanding correction-based training. Correction-based training involves the use of aversive stimuli or punishments to discourage a dog from engaging in undesirable behaviors. These aversive stimuli can range from verbal reprimands and physical corrections to the use of training tools such as choke chains or prong collars. The goal of correction-based training is to create an association between the unwanted behavior and the unpleasant consequence, thereby reducing the likelihood of the behavior being repeated. It is crucial to note that correction-based training should only be used as a last resort and under the guidance of a professional dog trainer. This method should never involve physical harm or cause fear or distress to the dog. It is essential to strike a balance between correcting unwanted behaviors and maintaining a positive and trusting relationship with your dog. 3.6.2 When to use correction-based training. Correction-based training should only be considered when other positive reinforcement techniques have been exhausted or are ineffective in addressing specific behavioral issues. It is important to identify the root cause of the problem behavior and determine if correction-based training is the appropriate approach. Some situations where correction-based training may be considered include 3.6.2.1 Safety concerns. If a dog's behavior poses a significant risk to their safety or the safety of others, correction-based training may be necessary. For example, if a dog has a tendency to chase cars or exhibit aggressive behavior towards people or other animals, immediate intervention may be required to prevent accidents or injuries. 3.6.2.2 Uncontrollable behaviors. In some cases, dogs may exhibit behaviors that are difficult to manage or control using positive reinforcement alone. For instance, if a dog constantly jumps on people or exhibits severe separation anxiety, correction-based training may be used in conjunction with positive reinforcement techniques to address these issues. 3.6.2.3 Specific training goals. Certain activities or tasks may require the use of correction-based training to achieve specific training goals. For example, in competitive obedience or working dog sports, where precision and reliability are crucial, correction-based training may be employed to fine-tune behaviors and ensure consistent performance. 3.6.3 Implementing correction-based training safely. When using correction-based training, it is essential to prioritize the safety and well-being of your dog. Here are some guidelines to follow. 3.6.3.1 Seek professional guidance. Before implementing correction-based training, consult with a professional dog trainer who has experience in this method. They can guide you on the appropriate techniques, tools, and timing to ensure the safety and effectiveness of the training. 3.6.3.2 Use appropriate training tools. If you decide to use training tools such as choke chains or prong collars, ensure that they are properly fitted and used correctly. These tools should never cause pain or injury to your dog. It is crucial to educate yourself on their proper usage and consult with a professional trainer to ensure their safe and humane application. 3.6.3.3 Timing and consistency. Timing is crucial in correction-based training. Corrections should be delivered immediately after the unwanted behavior occurs to create a clear association between the behavior and the consequence. Consistency is also vital, as inconsistent or delayed corrections can confuse the dog and hinder the training process. 3.6.3.4 Positive reinforcement. Even when using correction-based training, it is important to incorporate positive reinforcement techniques to reward and reinforce desired behaviors. This helps maintain a positive and trusting relationship with your dog and encourages them to engage in appropriate behaviors. 3.6.4 The limitations of correction-based training. While correction-based training can be effective in certain situations, it is important to recognize its limitations. This method focuses on suppressing unwanted behaviors rather than teaching the dog alternative behaviors. It may not address the underlying cause of the behavior or promote long-term behavior change. Additionally, correction-based training can have unintended consequences, such as fear, anxiety, or aggression in some dogs. It is crucial to monitor your dog's response to the training and adjust your approach accordingly. If you notice any signs of distress or negative side effects, it is advisable to discontinue the use of correction-based training and seek alternative methods. 3.6.5 Conclusion. Correction-based training should only be used as a last resort and under the guidance of a professional trainer. It is crucial to prioritize the safety and well-being of your dog and ensure that corrections are delivered appropriately and without causing harm or fear. Positive reinforcement techniques should always be incorporated alongside correction-based training to maintain a positive and trusting relationship with your dog. Remember, every dog is unique, and it is important to tailor your training approach to their individual needs and temperament. 4. Teaching basic commands. 4.1 Sit. Teaching your dog to sit is one of the most fundamental commands in dog training. It is a versatile command that can be used in various situations, such as when greeting guests, during mealtime, or when crossing the road. The sit command is also a great way to establish control and discipline over your dog. In this section, we will discuss the step-by-step process of teaching your dog to sit. 4.1.1 The importance of teaching sit. Before we dive into the training process, let's understand why teaching your dog to sit is essential. The sit command not only helps you maintain control over your dog but also promotes good behavior and prevents unwanted actions. When your dog learns to sit on command, it becomes easier to manage their behavior in various situations. For example, if your dog tends to jump on people when they enter your home, teaching them to sit can redirect their energy and prevent jumping. 4.1.2 Getting started. To begin teaching your dog to sit, you will need some treats in a quiet, distraction-free environment. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you get started. Start by holding a treat close to your dog's nose, allowing them to sniff it. Slowly move the treat upwards, towards the top of their head. As you do this, your dog's natural instinct will be to follow the treat with their nose, causing them to lower their rear end into a sitting position. As soon as your dog's rear end touches the ground, say, "Sit," in a clear and firm voice. Once your dog is in the sitting position, immediately reward them with the treat and praise them with verbal cues like, "Good dog," or, "Well done." Repeat this process several times, gradually reducing the height of the treat until your dog can sit without the need for a treat lure. 4.1.3 Reinforcing the command. Once your dog has grasped the concept of sitting, it's important to reinforce the command to ensure they understand it fully. Here are some tips to help you reinforce the sit command. Practice in different locations. Dogs are contextual learners, so it's important to practice the sit command in various environments. Start in a quiet room, then gradually introduce distractions such as other people or other dogs. Use hand signals. Along with the verbal command, introduce a hand signal for the sit command. This can be as simple as raising your hand with an open palm. By associating the hand signal with the verbal command, you can eventually phase out the need for verbal cues. Gradually increase duration. Once your dog can sit on command, gradually increase the duration they are required to hold the position before receiving the reward. This will help build their patience and self-control. Practice with distractions. As your dog becomes more proficient at sitting, introduce controlled distractions to test their obedience. For example, have a family member walk by or toss a toy nearby while giving the command. If your dog remains seated, reward them generously. 4.1.4 Troubleshooting. While teaching your dog to sit is relatively straightforward, you may encounter some challenges along the way. Here are a few common issues and how to address them. Lack of motivation. If your dog seems uninterested or unmotivated during training sessions, try using higher value treats or toys to increase their motivation. You can also try training in shorter, more frequent sessions to keep their attention. Inconsistent response. If your dog only sits when they see a treat in your hand, it means they haven't fully grasped the command. Go back to using the treat lure and gradually fade it out as they become more reliable in responding to the verbal and hand signals. Difficulty holding the position. Some dogs may struggle to hold the sitting position for an extended period. In such cases, start by rewarding them for shorter durations and gradually increase the time. You can also use a verbal cue like, stay, to help them understand that they need to remain seated until released. Remember, patience and consistency are key when training your dog. Celebrate small victories and always end each training session on a positive note. With time and practice, your dog will master the sit command, setting the foundation for further training in a well-behaved canine companion. 4.2 Stay. Teaching your dog to stay is an essential command that can help keep them safe in various situations. Whether you want your dog to stay in one place while you answer the door or wait patiently at a street corner, mastering the stay command is crucial. In this section, we will discuss the step-by-step process of teaching your dog to stay and provide some tips for troubleshooting common challenges. 4.2.1 The importance of stay. The stay command is not only useful for keeping your dog safe but also for maintaining control and discipline. It can prevent your dog from running into dangerous situations, such as traffic or approaching strangers who may not be comfortable with dogs. Additionally, teaching your dog to stay can help build their impulse control and overall obedience. 4.2.2 Getting started. Before you begin teaching your dog to stay, make sure they have a solid understanding of the sit command. It is easier to progress from sit to stay rather than starting from scratch. Once your dog is comfortable with sitting on command, follow these steps to introduce the stay command. Start in a quiet and distraction-free environment. This will help your dog focus on the training session. Ask your dog to sit. Hold your hand up, palm facing your dog, and say, stay, in a clear and firm voice. Take a step back, but remain close to your dog. If your dog stays in the sitting position, praise them and offer a treat as a reward. Gradually increase the distance and duration of the stay as your dog becomes more comfortable and reliable. 4.2.3 Adding duration and distance. Once your dog understands the concept of staying in one place, you can start increasing the duration and distance of the stay. This will help your dog generalize the command and follow it in various situations. Follow these steps to add duration and distance to the stay command. Start by increasing the duration of the stay. Instead of taking just one step back, wait for a few seconds before returning to your dog and rewarding them. Gradually increase the duration to a few seconds, then to a minute or more, depending on your dog's progress. Once your dog is comfortable with longer durations, start adding distance. Take a step back, then 2 steps, and gradually increase the distance between you and your dog. Remember to reward your dog each time they successfully stay in place, even when you increase the difficulty level. 4.2.4 Introducing distractions. Training your dog to stay in a controlled environment is one thing, but it's essential to practice the command in the presence of distractions. This will help your dog generalize the stay command and follow it even when there are tempting distractions around. Here are some tips for introducing distractions during stay training. Start with mild distractions, such as a toy or treat placed nearby. Ask your dog to stay while you introduce the distraction gradually. If your dog breaks the stay command, calmly bring them back to the original position and repeat the command. Gradually increase the level of distractions, such as having someone walk by or introducing other dogs or people. Remember to reward your dog for successfully staying in place, even when distractions are present. 4.2.5 Troubleshooting challenges. During the stay training process, you may encounter some challenges. Here are a few common issues and tips for troubleshooting them. Breaking the stay. If your dog consistently breaks the stay command, go back to shorter durations and distances and reinforce the command. Gradually build up again as your dog becomes more reliable. Restlessness. Some dogs may become restless or fidgety during the stay command. In such cases, work on building their impulse control through exercises like, leave it, or, wait, before progressing with the stay command. Lack of focus. If your dog seems easily distracted during the stay command, work on improving their overall focus and attention through exercises like, watch me, or, leave it. Difficulty with distance. If your dog struggles with staying in place when you increase the distance, practice with a long leash to provide a physical boundary. Gradually decrease the reliance on the leash as your dog becomes more reliable. Remember, consistency and patience are key when teaching your dog to stay. Practice the command regularly in different environments and gradually increase the difficulty level. With time and effort, your dog will become proficient in staying in place, ensuring their safety and your peace of mind. 4.3 Lie down. Teaching your dog to lie down is an essential command that can be useful in various situations. It not only helps to establish control and discipline but also provides a foundation for more advanced training exercises. In this section, we will discuss the step-by-step process of teaching your dog to lie down and offer some tips to make the training process more effective. 4.3.1 The importance of the lie down command. The lie down command is a valuable tool for dog owners as it helps to promote calmness and obedience in your furry friend. By teaching your dog to lie down on command, you can effectively manage their behavior in various situations. For example, if your dog tends to jump on people when they enter your home, teaching them to lie down can redirect their energy and prevent unwanted jumping. Additionally, the lie down command is useful for situations where you need your dog to stay in one place for an extended period. Whether you're at a cafe, visiting friends, or attending a training class, having your dog lie down can help them remain calm and well-behaved. 4.3.2 Step-by-step training process to teach your dog to lie down. Follow these step-by-step instructions. Start in a quiet and distraction-free environment. This will help your dog focus on the training session. Begin by commanding your dog to sit. If your dog is not familiar with the sit command, refer to section 4.1 for instructions on teaching this basic command. Once your dog is in a sitting position, hold a treat in your hand and let them sniff it. Slowly lower your hand towards the ground, keeping the treat close to their nose. As your hand moves towards the ground, say the command, lie down, in a clear and firm voice. Continue lowering your hand until it reaches the ground. Your dog should naturally follow the treat and lower their body into a lying position. As soon as your dog lies down, praise them and give them the treat as a reward. Positive reinforcement is crucial in training, so make sure to provide plenty of verbal praise and affection. Repeat this process several times, gradually reducing the use of the treat. Eventually, your dog should respond to the verbal command alone. Practice the lie down command in different locations and with increasing distractions. This will help your dog generalize the command and respond reliably in various situations. 4.3.3 Tips for successful training. Here are some additional tips to make the training process more effective. Keep training sessions short and frequent. Dogs have short attention spans, so it's best to keep training sessions brief but frequent. Aim for multiple short sessions throughout the day rather than one long session. Use positive reinforcement. Reward your dog with treats, praise, and affection whenever they successfully lie down. This positive reinforcement will motivate them to repeat the behavior. Be patient and consistent. Training takes time and consistency. Be patient with your dog and avoid getting frustrated. Consistency is key, so make sure to use the same command and hand signal each time. Gradually increase difficulty. Once your dog has mastered the lie down command in a controlled environment, gradually introduce distractions and practice in different locations. This will help your dog generalize the command and respond reliably in real-life situations. Avoid physical force. Never force your dog into a lying position as it can create fear and resistance. The goal is to build trust and cooperation through positive reinforcement. Seek professional help if needed. If you're facing difficulties in training your dog to lie down or any other command, consider seeking help from a professional dog trainer. They can provide guidance and personalized training techniques to address specific challenges. Remember, training your dog to lie down requires patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement. With time and practice, your furry friend will master this command, making your life as a dog owner much easier and more enjoyable. 4.4 Come. Teaching your dog to come when called is one of the most important commands you can teach them. It not only ensures their safety but also allows you to have better control over their behavior in various situations. Whether you want your dog to come back to you at the park, come inside the house when called, or come to you during an emergency, a reliable recall command is essential. 4.4.1 The importance of teaching the come command. The come command, also known as the recall command, is crucial for your dog's safety and well-being. It allows you to call your dog back to you in potentially dangerous situations, such as when they are about to run into traffic or approach an aggressive dog. By teaching your dog to come when called, you can prevent accidents and keep them out of harm's way. Additionally, the come command is useful in everyday situations. It allows you to have better control over your dog's behavior, whether you want them to come inside the house, come to you at the park, or come to you for a treat or reward. It also strengthens the bond between you and your dog, as they learn to trust and rely on you for guidance and safety. 4.4.2 Steps to teach the come command. Teaching your dog to come when called requires patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement. Here are the steps to follow. Start in a quiet and distraction-free environment. Begin the training in a place where there are minimal distractions. This could be inside your home or in a fenced backyard. Use a long leash. Attach a long leash to your dog's collar or harness. This will allow you to gently guide them towards you if they don't respond to the command immediately. Choose a cue word. Select a cue word or phrase that you will consistently use to call your dog. It could be, come, here, or any other word of your choice. Make sure to use a positive and enthusiastic tone when saying the cue word. Call your dog's name and give the cue. Say your dog's name followed by the cue word. For example, Buddy, come. Use a happy and inviting tone to encourage your dog to come towards you. Reward and praise. As soon as your dog starts moving towards you, praise them and offer a high-value treat or reward. Make sure to use positive reinforcement to motivate your dog to come to you. Repeat and increase distance. Practice the come command in short sessions, gradually increasing the distance between you and your dog. Start with a few feet and gradually move further away. Remember to reward and praise your dog each time they come to you. Add distractions. Once your dog is consistently responding to the come command in a controlled environment, start adding distractions gradually. This could include other people, other dogs, or toys. Increase the level of distraction slowly to ensure your dog's success. Practice in different locations. It's important to practice the come command in various locations to generalize the behavior. Take your dog to different environments, such as parks or friends' houses, and practice the command there. This will help your dog understand that the command applies in any situation. Gradually phase out the leash. As your dog becomes more reliable with the come command, you can start phasing out the use of the leash. However, always ensure that you are in a safe and secure environment before removing the leash completely. Maintain consistency and reinforcement. Consistency is key when teaching the come command. Always use the same cue word, maintain a positive and enthusiastic tone, and reward your dog for coming to you. Regular reinforcement and practice will help solidify the behavior. 4.4.3 Troubleshooting Common Challenges. Teaching the come command may come with some challenges. Here are a few common issues and how to address them. Lack of motivation. If your dog is not motivated to come to you, try using higher value treats or rewards. You can also use toys or playtime as a reward for coming when called. Distractions. If your dog is easily distracted and doesn't respond to the command, go back to a less distracting environment and gradually increase the level of distractions. Practice in different locations to help your dog generalize the behavior. Fear or anxiety. If your dog shows fear or anxiety when called, it's important to address the underlying issue. Consult with a professional dog trainer or behaviorist who can help you work through your dog's fears and build their confidence. Inconsistency. Inconsistency in using the cue word or not rewarding your dog for coming when called can confuse them. Make sure to be consistent in your training approach and always reward your dog for a successful recall. Remember, teaching the come command takes time and patience. Celebrate your dog's progress and always end each training session on a positive note. With consistent practice and positive reinforcement, your dog will become reliable in responding to the come command, ensuring their safety and enhancing your bond. 5. Leash training. 5.1 Choosing the right leash and collar. When it comes to leash training, choosing the right leash and collar for your dog is essential. The leash and collar you select can greatly impact your dog's comfort, safety, and overall training experience. In this section, we will discuss the different types of leashes and collars available and provide guidance on how to choose the most suitable options for your furry friend. 5.1.1 Types of leashes. Leashes come in various materials, lengths, and styles. Each type has its own advantages and considerations. Here are some common types of leashes to consider. Standard leash. This is the most common type of leash, typically made of nylon or leather. It is usually around 4 to 6 feet long and has a clip at one end to attach to your dog's collar or harness. Standard leashes provide good control and are suitable for most dogs. Retractable leash. Retractable leashes have a mechanism that allows you to adjust the length of the leash. They typically extend up to 16 feet or more and have a button to lock the desired length. While retractable leashes offer more freedom for your dog to explore, they can be challenging to control, especially if your dog tends to pull or lunge. Adjustable leash. Adjustable leashes have multiple rings or clips along their length, allowing you to adjust the length as needed. They are versatile and can be used as a standard leash, a hands-free leash, or even as a temporary tie-out. However, it's important to ensure that the leash is securely fastened when adjusted to prevent accidental release. Training leash. Training leashes are typically longer than standard leashes, ranging from 15 to 30 feet. They are commonly used for recall training, allowing your dog to have more freedom while still maintaining control. Training leashes are often made of lightweight materials like nylon or cotton. Chain leash. Chain leashes are made of metal links and are known for their durability. They are commonly used for larger, stronger dogs that may chew through or break other types of leashes. However, chain leashes can be heavy and may cause discomfort if not properly fitted. 5.1.2 Types of collars. Collars are an essential part of leash training as they provide a point of attachment for the leash. There are several types of collars available, each serving different purposes. Here are some common types of collars to consider. Flat collar. Flat collars are the most basic and commonly used type of collar. They are made of nylon or leather and have a buckle or snap closure. Flat collars are suitable for most dogs and are used for everyday walks and identification purposes. However, they may not be suitable for dogs that tend to pull excessively. Martingale collar. Martingale collars, also known as limited slip collars, are designed to prevent dogs from slipping out of their collars. They consist of a flat collar with an additional loop that tightens when the dog pulls, providing gentle control without choking. Martingale collars are particularly useful for dogs with narrow heads, such as greyhounds or whippets. Head collar. Head collars, such as the gentle leader or halty, are designed to fit over your dog's muzzle and neck. They provide control by redirecting your dog's head and are particularly effective for dogs that tend to pull or lunge. It's important to properly introduce and acclimate your dog to a head collar to ensure they are comfortable wearing it. Harness. While not technically a collar, harnesses are an alternative to traditional collars for leash attachment. They distribute the pulling force across the dog's chest and back, reducing strain on the neck and throat. Harnesses are particularly beneficial for dogs with respiratory issues or those prone to pulling. There are various types of harnesses available, including back clip, front clip, and no-pull harnesses. 5.1.3 Considerations for choosing leashes and collars. When choosing a leash and collar for your dog, there are several factors to consider. Size and strength. Consider your dog's size, breed, and strength when selecting a leash and collar. Larger, stronger dogs may require more durable materials, such as chain leashes or martingale collars, to ensure their safety and control. Training goals. Consider your training goals and the specific behaviors you are working on. For example, if you are focusing on loose leash walking, a standard leash or a front clip harness may be more suitable. Comfort and fit. Ensure that the leash and collar are comfortable and properly fitted for your dog. Collars should be snug enough to prevent slipping but not too tight to restrict breathing or cause discomfort. Leashes should be long enough to provide freedom of movement but not so long that they become difficult to control. Safety features. Look for leashes and collars with safety features such as reflective stitching or LED lights for increased visibility during nighttime walks. Additionally, consider the durability and quality of the materials to ensure they can withstand regular use. Remember, every dog is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. It's important to observe your dog's behavior and consult with a professional trainer if you have any concerns or specific training needs. By choosing the right leash and collar, you can set the foundation for successful leash training and enjoyable walks with your canine companion. 5.2 Introducing the leash. Introducing the leash to your dog is an important step in their training journey. The leash serves as a tool to keep your dog safe and under control during walks and outings. However, for many dogs, the leash can be a source of confusion or even anxiety. It is crucial to introduce the leash in a positive and gradual manner to ensure that your dog becomes comfortable and confident with it. 5.2.1 Choosing the right leash and collar. Before introducing the leash to your dog, it is essential to choose the right leash and collar for their specific needs. There are various types of leashes and collars available, each serving a different purpose. The most common types of leashes include nylon leashes, leather leashes, and retractable leashes. Collars can range from traditional buckle collars to martingale collars and harnesses. When selecting a leash, consider the size and strength of your dog. For larger and stronger dogs, a sturdy leash made of nylon or leather is recommended. Retractable leashes can be convenient for smaller dogs but may not provide enough control for larger breeds. Collars should fit comfortably and securely without causing any discomfort or restriction. 5.2.2 Familiarizing your dog with the leash. Before attaching the leash to your dog's collar, it is important to familiarize them with the leash itself. Start by allowing your dog to sniff and investigate the leash while it is lying on the ground. This will help them become accustomed to its presence and scent. You can also use treats or toys to create positive associations with the leash. Once your dog is comfortable with the leash, hold it in your hand and allow them to approach and investigate it further. Avoid any sudden movements or pulling on the leash during this stage, as it may startle or frighten your dog. Instead, let them approach the leash at their own pace and reward them with praise and treats for calm and relaxed behavior. 5.2.3 Attaching the leash to the collar. After your dog has become familiar with the leash, it is time to attach it to their collar. Start by holding the leash in one hand and gently guiding your dog's head through the collar. Make sure the collar is properly fitted and secure, allowing enough room for comfort but preventing it from slipping off. Once the collar is in place, attach the leash to the collar's D-ring or attachment point. As you attach the leash, be mindful of your dog's reaction. Some dogs may become anxious or resistant when the leash is first attached. If your dog shows signs of discomfort, such as pulling away or trying to remove the collar, take a step back and give them time to adjust. Offer treats and praise to create positive associations with the leash and collar. 5.2.4 The first leash walk. Once the leash is securely attached to your dog's collar, it is time for their first leash walk. Start in a quiet and familiar environment, such as your backyard or a quiet street, to minimize distractions. Hold the leash with a relaxed grip, allowing some slack while maintaining control. Begin walking slowly and calmly, encouraging your dog to follow along. Use verbal cues such as, "Let's go," or "Walk," to signal that it is time to move forward. If your dog pulls or tries to run ahead, stop walking and wait for them to relax and release tension on the leash. Reward them with praise and treats for walking calmly by your side. During the first few leash walks, keep the duration short and gradually increase the distance and duration as your dog becomes more comfortable. Remember to be patient and consistent with your training. It is normal for dogs to take some time to adjust to walking on a leash, especially if they have never done it before. 5.2.5 Reinforcing positive leash behavior. As your dog becomes more comfortable with the leash, it is important to reinforce positive leash behavior. Reward your dog with treats, praise, and affection for walking calmly by your side and not pulling on the leash. Consistency is key in reinforcing good behavior, so be sure to reward your dog every time they exhibit the desired behavior. If your dog starts to pull on the leash, stop walking and wait for them to relax and release tension. Avoid pulling back on the leash or engaging in a tug of war. Instead, use positive reinforcement techniques to redirect their attention back to you. You can try calling their name, using a treat as a lure, or changing direction to regain their focus. Remember that leash training is an ongoing process. It is important to continue practicing and reinforcing positive leash behavior throughout your dog's life. Regular walks and outings provide opportunities for your dog to practice walking on a leash and reinforce their training. By introducing the leash gradually and using positive reinforcement techniques, you can help your dog develop a positive association with the leash and make walking an enjoyable experience for both of you. With patience, consistency, and plenty of rewards, you can master the leash and enjoy many happy walks with your furry companion. 5.3 Teaching loose leash walking. Teaching your dog to walk on a loose leash is an essential skill that every dog owner should master. Walking on a loose leash means that your dog walks calmly beside you without pulling or dragging you along. It not only makes walks more enjoyable but also ensures the safety of both you and your furry friend. In this section, we will discuss effective techniques to teach your dog how to walk on a loose leash. 5.3.1 The importance of loose leash walking. Before we dive into the training techniques, let's understand why loose leash walking is crucial. When a dog pulls on the leash, it can lead to various problems, such as physical discomfort. Constant pulling can strain your dog's neck and throat, leading to discomfort and potential injuries. Lack of control. If your dog is constantly pulling, it becomes challenging to control their movements, which can be dangerous in certain situations. Reinforcing bad behavior. Allowing your dog to pull on the leash reinforces the idea that pulling is acceptable, making it harder to break the habit in the future. Negative walking experience. Walking with a dog that pulls can be frustrating and exhausting, making the activity less enjoyable for both you and your dog. By teaching your dog to walk on a loose leash, you can eliminate these issues and create a positive walking experience for both of you. 5.3.2 Training techniques for loose leash walking. Now that we understand the importance of loose leash walking, let's explore some effective training techniques to achieve this goal. 5.3.2.1 Start with basic obedience training. Before you begin leash training, ensure that your dog has a solid foundation in basic obedience commands such as sit, stay, and come. These commands will serve as building blocks for teaching loose leash walking. 5.3.2.2 Use positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is a powerful training technique that involves rewarding your dog for desired behaviors. When it comes to loose leash walking, reward your dog with treats, praise, or play whenever they walk calmly beside you without pulling. This positive association will motivate your dog to repeat the behavior. 5.3.2.3 Choose the right equipment. Using the right equipment can greatly assist in teaching loose leash walking. Opt for a sturdy and comfortable harness or a well-fitted collar that doesn't put pressure on your dog's neck. Avoid using retractable leashes as they can encourage pulling. 5.3.2.4 Start in a distraction-free environment. Begin the training in a quiet and familiar environment, such as your backyard or a quiet park. Minimizing distractions will help your dog focus on the training and make it easier for them to understand what you expect from them. 5.3.2.5 Use the stop and go technique. The stop and go technique is an effective way to teach your dog to pay attention to your movements and maintain a loose leash. Start walking with your dog, and as soon as they begin to pull, stop walking and stand still. Wait for your dog to turn back and release tension on the leash. Once they do, praise them and continue walking. Repeat this process consistently, rewarding your dog for walking without pulling. 5.3.2.6 Change directions. Another technique to discourage pulling is to change directions whenever your dog starts to pull. When your dog pulls, abruptly turn around and walk in the opposite direction. This will teach your dog that pulling leads to an undesired outcome, and they will learn to pay attention to your movements to avoid sudden changes in direction. 5.3.2.7 Use verbal cues. Introduce verbal cues such as heel or walk nicely to signal your dog to walk calmly beside you. Consistently use these cues during training sessions, and reward your dog when they respond correctly. Over time, your dog will associate these cues with the desired behavior. 5.3.2.8 Gradually increase distractions. As your dog becomes more proficient at walking on a loose leash in a distraction-free environment, gradually introduce distractions. Start with mild distractions, such as a passing car or a person walking by, and gradually progress to more challenging situations. This will help your dog generalize the behavior and maintain a loose leash even in stimulating environments. 5.3.2.9 Be patient and consistent. Teaching loose leash walking requires patience and consistency. Remember that dogs learn at their own pace, so be patient with your furry friend. Consistency is key, so make sure to practice the training techniques regularly and reinforce the desired behavior consistently. 5.3.3 Troubleshooting leash walking challenges. During the training process, you may encounter some challenges. Here are a few common issues and how to address them. 5.3.3.1 Leash pulling. If your dog continues to pull on the leash despite your training efforts, consider using a front clip harness or a head halter. These tools provide better control and discourage pulling. Additionally, reinforce the stop and go technique and change directions whenever your dog pulls. 5.3.3.2 Distractions. If your dog becomes easily distracted during walks, start with shorter training sessions in low distraction environments and gradually increase the difficulty level. Use high-value treats or toys to keep your dog engaged and focused on you. 5.3.3.3 Reinforcement. Continue to reinforce loose leash walking even after your dog has mastered the skill. Occasionally reward your dog with treats, praise, or play to reinforce the behavior and maintain their motivation. By following these training techniques and troubleshooting tips, you can successfully teach your dog to walk on a loose leash. Remember to be patient, consistent, and always prioritize positive reinforcement. Enjoy your walks with your well-behaved and happy canine companion. 5.4 Dealing with leash pulling. Leash pulling is a common issue that many dog owners face during walks. It can be frustrating and even dangerous if your dog is strong and pulls you off balance. However, with patience, consistency, and the right techniques, you can teach your dog to walk politely on a leash. In this section, we will discuss effective strategies to deal with leash pulling and help you enjoy stress-free walks with your furry friend. 5.4.1 Understanding the reasons for leash pulling. Before addressing leash pulling, it's important to understand why dogs engage in this behavior. Some common reasons include excitement and enthusiasm. Dogs are naturally curious and energetic creatures. When they see something interesting or exciting, they may pull on the leash to get closer to it. Lack of exercise and mental stimulation. Dogs that don't receive enough physical exercise or mental stimulation may become restless and pull on the leash as a way to release pent-up energy. Lack of training. Dogs that haven't been properly trained to walk on a leash may not understand the concept of walking calmly beside their owners. Reinforcement of pulling behavior. If a dog has been inadvertently rewarded for pulling in the past, e.g., by being allowed to reach something they were pulling towards, they may continue to pull in the hopes of receiving the same reward. 5.4.2 Training techniques to address leash pulling. To effectively address leash pulling, it's important to use positive reinforcement techniques and be consistent in your training efforts. Here are some strategies that can help. Teach the heel command. Start by teaching your dog the heel command, which means walking calmly beside you without pulling. Use treats or rewards to encourage your dog to stay by your side and reinforce this behavior consistently. Use a no-pull harness or head halter. Consider using a no-pull harness or head halter to give you more control over your dog's movements. These tools can help redirect your dog's attention back to you when they start to pull. Practice loose leash walking. Gradually introduce your dog to the concept of walking on a loose leash. Start in a quiet, distraction-free environment and reward your dog for walking beside you without pulling. Gradually increase the difficulty level by adding distractions or walking in busier areas. Stop and change direction. When your dog starts to pull, stop walking and change direction. This will teach your dog that pulling doesn't get them where they want to go. Reward your dog when they return to your side and continue walking without pulling. Use positive reinforcement. Reward your dog with treats, praise, or play whenever they walk calmly beside you without pulling. This positive reinforcement will help reinforce the desired behavior and make walking on a loose leash more enjoyable for your dog. Avoid punishment. Avoid using punishment or harsh corrections when dealing with leash pulling. This can create fear or anxiety in your dog and may worsen the problem. Focus on positive reinforcement and redirecting your dog's attention instead. Be patient and consistent. Remember that training takes time and consistency. Be patient with your dog and continue practicing leash walking techniques regularly. Consistency is key to helping your dog understand what is expected of them. 5.4.3 Additional tips for dealing with leash pulling. In addition to the training techniques mentioned above, here are some additional tips to help you deal with leash pulling. Exercise before walks. Before going for a walk, engage your dog in some physical exercise or playtime to help release excess energy. A tired dog is more likely to walk calmly on a leash. Use a shorter leash. Using a shorter leash can give you more control over your dog's movements and make it easier to redirect their attention when they start to pull. Avoid tense or jerky movements. Dogs are sensitive to their owner's body language. Avoid tense or jerky movements that may inadvertently encourage your dog to pull. Stay relaxed and calm during walks. Seek professional help if needed. If you're struggling to address leash pulling despite your best efforts, consider seeking help from a professional dog trainer or behaviorist. They can provide personalized guidance and support to help you overcome this issue. Remember, addressing leash pulling requires patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement. With time and effort, you can teach your dog to walk politely on a leash and enjoy stress-free walks together. 6. House training. 6.1 Establishing a routine. Establishing a routine is an essential part of house training your dog. Dogs thrive on structure and consistency, and having a set routine helps them understand what is expected of them and reduces the chances of accidents occurring in the house. In this section, we will discuss the importance of establishing a routine and provide you with practical tips on how to create a schedule that works for both you and your dog. 6.1.1 Why is a routine important? A routine provides your dog with a sense of security and predictability. Dogs are creatures of habit, and they feel more comfortable when they know what to expect. By establishing a routine, you are setting clear boundaries and expectations for your dog, which can help prevent behavioral issues and promote a harmonious living environment. A routine also helps with house training. Dogs have a natural instinct to eliminate in a specific area, and by following a consistent schedule, you can teach them where and when it is appropriate to do so. Additionally, a routine allows you to anticipate your dog's needs and provide them with regular opportunities for exercise, mental stimulation, and socialization. 6.1.2 Creating a schedule. When creating a schedule for your dog, it is important to consider their age, breed, and individual needs. Puppies, for example, have smaller bladders and shorter attention spans, so they will require more frequent potty breaks and shorter training sessions compared to adult dogs. Here are some key elements to include when establishing a routine. 6.1.2.1 Feeding times. Start by establishing regular feeding times for your dog. Most dogs do well with 2 meals a day, but the specific schedule may vary depending on your dog's age and breed. It is best to consult with your veterinarian to determine the appropriate feeding schedule for your dog. Stick to the designated meal times and avoid leaving food out all day, as this can disrupt their bathroom schedule. 6.1.2.2 Potty breaks. Potty breaks are crucial for house training your dog. Take your dog outside to their designated potty area at regular intervals throughout the day. This includes first thing in the morning, after meals, after playtime, and before bedtime. Be patient and give your dog enough time to eliminate. When they do, praise and reward them to reinforce the desired behavior. 6.1.2.3 Exercise and playtime. Regular exercise and playtime are essential for your dog's physical and mental well-being. Incorporate daily walks, interactive play sessions, and training exercises into your routine. The amount of exercise your dog needs will depend on their breed, age, and energy level. Aim for at least 30 minutes to an hour of exercise each day, but adjust accordingly based on your dog's individual needs. 6.1.2.4 Training sessions. Training sessions should be a regular part of your routine. Set aside specific times each day for training exercises to teach your dog basic commands, obedience, and any specific behaviors you want to address. Keep the sessions short and engaging, focusing on positive reinforcement techniques. Remember to end each session on a positive note, with praise and rewards for your dog's efforts. 6.1.2.5 Rest and relaxation. Just like humans, dogs need downtime to rest and recharge. Make sure to include periods of relaxation in your dog's routine. Provide them with a comfortable and quiet space where they can retreat and relax. This is especially important for puppies, as they have higher energy levels and may need more frequent naps throughout the day. 6.1.3 Consistency is key. Consistency is crucial when establishing a routine for your dog. Dogs thrive on predictability, so it is important to stick to the schedule as closely as possible. Try to feed your dog at the same times each day, take them out for potty breaks at regular intervals, and maintain a consistent exercise and training routine. Consistency will help your dog understand what is expected of them and make the training process more effective. 6.1.4 Adapting the routine. While consistency is important, it is also essential to be flexible and adapt the routine as needed. Life can be unpredictable, and there may be times when you need to make adjustments to the schedule. For example, if you have a busy day ahead, you may need to shorten the training session or provide additional exercise in the evening. The key is to maintain the core elements of the routine while making necessary modifications to accommodate changes in your schedule. 6.1.5 Monitoring progress. As you establish a routine for your dog, it is important to monitor their progress and make adjustments as needed. Pay attention to your dog's behavior and body language to determine if any changes are necessary. If accidents occur, it may be a sign that you need to adjust the potty break schedule or reinforce the training exercises. Regularly assess your dog's needs and make modifications to the routine to ensure their continued success. By establishing a routine, you are setting your dog up for success in their house training journey. Remember to be patient, consistent, and adaptable as you create a schedule that works for both you and your furry friend. With time and dedication, your dog will learn to follow the routine, making your lives together more enjoyable and harmonious. 6.2 Crate training. Crate training is an essential aspect of house training your dog. It provides a safe and comfortable space for your dog to relax and sleep while also helping to prevent accidents and destructive behavior when you are unable to supervise them. Crate training can also be useful for travel and visits to the veterinarian. In this section, we will discuss the benefits of crate training, how to introduce your dog to the crate, and the steps to follow for successful crate training. 6.2.1 Benefits of crate training. Crate training offers several benefits for both you and your dog. Here are some of the key advantages. Safety and security. Dogs are den animals by nature, and a crate can provide them with a sense of security and a place to retreat to when they need some alone time. It also keeps them safe by preventing them from getting into potentially dangerous situations when you are unable to supervise them. House training aid. Dogs have a natural instinct to keep their sleeping area clean. By using a crate, you can take advantage of this instinct and teach your dog to hold their bladder and bowels until they are taken outside. This helps in the house training process and reduces the chances of accidents inside the house. Prevention of destructive behavior. Dogs, especially puppies, have a tendency to chew on furniture, shoes, and other household items. By confining them to a crate when you cannot supervise them, you can prevent them from engaging in destructive behavior and protect your belongings. Travel and vet visits. Crate training makes traveling with your dog much easier and less stressful. Dogs who are comfortable in their crates are more likely to feel secure during car rides or when staying in unfamiliar places. Additionally, crates provide a safe and familiar space for your dog during visits to the veterinarian. 6.2.2 Introducing your dog to the crate. Introducing your dog to the crate should be done gradually and in a positive manner. Here are the steps to follow. Choose the right crate. Select a crate that is appropriate for the size of your dog. It should be large enough for them to stand, turn around, and lie down comfortably. However, it should not be too big as dogs are less likely to soil their sleeping area. Make the crate appealing. Place a soft blanket or bed inside the crate to make it comfortable and inviting. You can also add some toys or treats to entice your dog to enter the crate. Positive association. Encourage your dog to explore the crate by placing treats near the entrance and inside the crate. Allow them to enter and exit the crate freely without closing the door. Feeding in the crate. Start feeding your dog their meals near the crate and gradually move the food bowl closer to the entrance. Eventually, place the food bowl inside the crate, so your dog associates the crate with positive experiences. Closing the door. Once your dog is comfortable entering the crate to eat, start closing the door for short periods while they are inside. Gradually increase the duration, always rewarding your dog with treats and praise for calm behavior. Increasing crate time. Gradually increase the amount of time your dog spends in the crate with the door closed. Start with short intervals and gradually extend the duration. Make sure to provide your dog with toys or chew treats to keep them occupied. 6.2.3 Successful Crate Training. To ensure successful crate training, follow these additional tips. Avoid using the crate for punishment. The crate should always be associated with positive experiences. Using it as a form of punishment will create negative associations and make crate training more challenging. Establish a routine. Dogs thrive on routine, so establish a consistent schedule for crate time, feeding, and bathroom breaks. This will help your dog understand what is expected of them and make the training process smoother. Gradual increase in alone time. Once your dog is comfortable in the crate, gradually increase the amount of time they spend alone in it. Start by leaving the room for a few minutes and gradually extend the duration. This will help your dog develop confidence and independence. Use verbal cues. Introduce verbal cues such as crate or kennel when you want your dog to enter the crate. With consistent use, your dog will learn to associate the cue with going into the crate. Supervise initially. When you first start crate training, it is important to supervise your dog closely to ensure they are comfortable and not exhibiting signs of distress or anxiety. Remember, crate training takes time and patience. Each dog is unique, and the training process may vary. Some dogs may take to the crate quickly, while others may require more time and encouragement. By following the steps outlined in this section and being consistent in your training efforts, you can successfully crate train your dog and provide them with a safe and comfortable space of their own. 6.3 Potty Training. Potty training is an essential aspect of dog ownership. It involves teaching your dog where and when to eliminate waste appropriately. By establishing a consistent routine and using positive reinforcement techniques, you can effectively potty train your dog and prevent accidents in the house. 6.3.1 Establishing a routine. Establishing a routine is crucial for successful potty training. Dogs thrive on consistency, so it's important to create a schedule that includes regular bathroom breaks. Take your dog outside to the designated potty area at specific times throughout the day, such as after meals, after waking up, and before bedtime. When you take your dog outside, use a specific command, such as, go potty, or, do your business, to associate the action with the command. This will help your dog understand what is expected of them. Be patient and give your dog enough time to eliminate. Once they do, praise them enthusiastically and offer a small treat as a reward. 6.3.2 Crate Training. Crate training can be a valuable tool in potty training your dog. Dogs have a natural instinct to keep their sleeping area clean, so by using a crate, you can teach them to hold their bladder and bowels until they are taken outside. Introduce your dog to the crate gradually, making it a positive and comfortable space. Place their bed or a blanket inside, along with some toys or treats. Encourage your dog to enter the crate voluntarily and reward them with praise and treats. Start by leaving the door open and gradually increase the amount of time your dog spends inside the crate. When using the crate for potty training, ensure that it is the appropriate size for your dog. It should be large enough for them to stand, turn around, and lie down comfortably, but not so big that they can eliminate in one corner and sleep in another. Dogs naturally avoid soiling their sleeping area, so a properly sized crate will encourage them to hold it until they are taken outside. 6.3.3 Potty Training Techniques. There are several potty training techniques you can use to teach your dog where to eliminate. One popular method is the umbilical cord technique. This involves attaching a leash to your dog's collar and keeping them with you at all times, even inside the house. This way, you can closely monitor their behavior and quickly take them outside when they show signs of needing to go. Another technique is the paper training method. This involves placing puppy pads or newspaper in a designated area inside the house. Gradually move the pads closer to the door over time, eventually transitioning your dog to eliminate outside. This method can be useful for dogs who are not yet fully vaccinated or for those living in high-rise buildings. Regardless of the technique you choose, it's important to be consistent and patient. Accidents may happen, especially in the early stages of potty training. If you catch your dog in the act of eliminating inside the house, interrupt them with a firm no, and immediately take them outside to the designated potty area. Avoid punishing or scolding your dog, as this can create fear and confusion. 6.3.4 Dealing with accidents. Accidents are a normal part of the potty training process, and it's essential to handle them appropriately. If you discover that your dog has eliminated inside the house, it's important not to punish them after the fact. Dogs live in the present moment, so they won't understand why they are being scolded if you don't catch them in the act. Instead, clean up the accident using an enzymatic cleaner specifically designed for pet stains and odors. Regular household cleaners may not completely remove the scent, which can attract your dog to eliminate in the same spot again. Enzymatic cleaners break down the odor-causing molecules, eliminating the scent and discouraging your dog from repeating the behavior. When accidents occur, it's crucial to reassess your potty training routine. Make sure you are taking your dog outside frequently enough and that you are providing enough opportunities for them to eliminate. Adjust the schedule if necessary and continue to reinforce positive behavior with praise and rewards. Remember, potty training takes time and patience. Every dog is different, and some may learn more quickly than others. Stay consistent, be positive, and celebrate your dog's successes along the way. With dedication and proper training techniques, you can successfully potty train your dog and enjoy a clean and accident-free home. 6.4 Dealing with accidents. Accidents are an inevitable part of house training a dog. Even with the best efforts and intentions, accidents can happen, especially during the early stages of training. It's important to approach accidents with patience and understanding, as they are a natural part of the learning process for both you and your dog. In this section, we will discuss how to effectively deal with accidents and minimize their occurrence. 6.4.1 Understanding the causes of accidents. Before we delve into how to handle accidents, it's crucial to understand why they happen in the first place. Accidents can occur due to a variety of reasons, including lack of proper supervision. If your dog is not closely supervised, they may not understand where they are allowed to eliminate. It's important to keep a close eye on your dog, especially during the early stages of house training. Inconsistent or incomplete training. If your dog has not been properly trained to understand where they should eliminate, accidents are more likely to occur. Inconsistent training or skipping important steps can confuse your dog and lead to accidents. Physical or medical issues. Sometimes, accidents can be a result of underlying physical or medical issues. If your dog is experiencing frequent accidents despite consistent training, it's important to consult with a veterinarian to rule out any potential health problems. 6.4.2 Reacting to accidents. When accidents happen, it's important to react appropriately to prevent any negative impact on your dog's training progress. Here are some steps to take when dealing with accidents. Remain calm. It's natural to feel frustrated or disappointed when accidents occur, but it's important to remain calm and avoid getting angry or scolding your dog. Remember, accidents are a part of the learning process, and your dog is still figuring out the appropriate place to eliminate. Interrupt the accident. If you catch your dog in the act of eliminating in the wrong place, gently interrupt them by saying a firm no, or making a noise to startle them. This will help them associate the interruption with the act of eliminating. Take your dog outside. If you catch your dog in the middle of an accident, calmly and quickly take them outside to their designated elimination area. This will help them understand that outside is the appropriate place to eliminate. Clean up the accident properly. It's important to thoroughly clean up any accidents to remove the scent and discourage your dog from eliminating in the same spot again. Use an enzymatic cleaner specifically designed for pet accidents to effectively eliminate the odor. 6.4.3 Adjusting your training approach. If accidents are happening frequently, it may be necessary to adjust your training approach. Here are some tips to help you minimize accidents and reinforce proper elimination habits. Increase supervision. Increase your supervision of your dog to prevent accidents from happening. Keep them in a confined area or use a crate when you cannot directly supervise them. Establish a consistent routine. Stick to a consistent routine for feeding, playtime, and elimination. Take your dog outside to their designated elimination area at regular intervals, especially after meals, naps, and play sessions. Use positive reinforcement. When your dog eliminates in the appropriate place, praise and reward them with treats or verbal praise. Positive reinforcement will help reinforce the desired behavior and encourage your dog to continue eliminating in the right spot. Restrict access to accident-prone areas. If your dog consistently has accidents in certain areas of the house, consider restricting their access to those areas until they are fully house-trained. Use baby gates or closed doors to prevent accidents from occurring in those spaces. Consult a professional trainer. If you're struggling with house training or if accidents persist despite your best efforts, it may be beneficial to seek guidance from a professional dog trainer. They can provide personalized advice and help address any specific challenges you may be facing. Remember, house training takes time and patience. Accidents are a normal part of the process, and it's important to remain consistent and positive in your training approach. With time and consistent effort, your dog will learn to eliminate in the appropriate place, and accidents will become less frequent. 7. Behavioral issues. 7.1 Barking. Barking is a natural form of communication for dogs. It is their way of expressing various emotions, such as excitement, fear, or alertness. While barking is a normal behavior, excessive or inappropriate barking can become a nuisance and cause frustration for both the dog owner and the neighbors. In this section, we will explore the reasons behind excessive barking and provide effective strategies to address this behavioral issue. 7.1.1 Understanding the causes of excessive barking. Before we can effectively address excessive barking, it is important to understand the underlying causes. Here are some common reasons why dogs may bark excessively. 7.1.1.1 Territorial barking. Dogs are naturally protective of their territory, and they may bark excessively to alert others of potential intruders or to establish their presence. This type of barking is often triggered by the sight or sound of people or animals approaching their territory. 7.1.1.2 Attention-seeking barking. Some dogs may bark excessively to gain attention from their owners. They have learned that barking gets them the desired response, such as playtime, treats, or affection. This behavior can become a habit if not addressed appropriately. 7.1.1.3 Fear or anxiety-related barking. Dogs that are fearful or anxious may resort to excessive barking as a coping mechanism. They may bark when they encounter unfamiliar people, animals, or situations that make them feel uncomfortable or threatened. 7.1.1.4 Boredom-induced barking. Dogs that are understimulated or lack mental and physical exercise may engage in excessive barking out of boredom. This type of barking is often accompanied by other destructive behaviors, such as chewing or digging. 7.1.1.5 Separation anxiety barking. Dogs with separation anxiety may bark excessively when left alone. They may become anxious and distressed, leading to continuous barking as a way to seek comfort or attention. 7.1.2 Strategies to address excessive barking. Now that we have identified the potential causes of excessive barking, let's explore some effective strategies to address this behavioral issue. 7.1.2.1 Identify the triggers. The first step in addressing excessive barking is to identify the triggers that set off the behavior. Observe your dog closely and take note of the situations or stimuli that lead to barking. This will help you develop a targeted approach to address the specific cause. 7.1.2.2 Provide sufficient exercise and mental stimulation. Many cases of excessive barking can be attributed to lack of physical and mental stimulation. Ensure that your dog receives regular exercise, such as daily walks or play sessions. Additionally, provide mental stimulation through interactive toys, puzzle games, or training sessions to keep their minds engaged and prevent boredom-induced barking. 7.1.2.3 Desensitization and counterconditioning. For dogs that bark due to fear or anxiety, desensitization and counterconditioning techniques can be effective. Gradually expose your dog to the trigger that causes barking, starting at a distance where they remain calm. Pair the presence of the trigger with positive experiences, such as treats or play, to create a positive association and reduce their fear or anxiety response. 7.1.2.4 Teach the quiet command. Training your dog to respond to the quiet command can be helpful in managing excessive barking. Start by teaching your dog the speak command, rewarding them when they bark on cue. Once they have mastered this command, introduce the quiet command and reward them when they stop barking. Consistent practice and reinforcement will help your dog understand and respond to the command effectively. 7.1.2.5 Use positive reinforcement techniques. Positive reinforcement is a powerful tool in modifying behavior. Whenever your dog remains calm and quiet in situations that would typically trigger barking, reward them with praise, treats, or play. This will reinforce the desired behavior and encourage them to remain calm in similar situations in the future. 7.1.2.6 Seek professional help if needed. If your dog's excessive barking persists despite your best efforts, it may be beneficial to seek the assistance of a professional dog trainer or behaviorist. They can assess your dog's behavior, provide personalized guidance, and develop a training plan tailored to your dog's specific needs. 7.1.3 Consistency and patience. Addressing excessive barking requires consistency and patience. It is important to remain calm and avoid punishing or scolding your dog for barking, as this may escalate the behavior or create fear and anxiety. Instead, focus on positive reinforcement and reward-based training techniques to encourage the desired behavior. Remember, every dog is unique, and the effectiveness of the strategies may vary. Be patient and persistent in your training efforts, and with time and consistency, you can help your dog overcome excessive barking and create a peaceful and harmonious environment for both you and your furry companion. 7.2 Chewing. Chewing is a natural behavior for dogs, and it serves several purposes. Puppies chew to relieve the discomfort of teething, while adult dogs chew to keep their jaws strong and their teeth clean. However, chewing can become a problem when dogs target inappropriate items such as furniture, shoes, or household objects. In this section, we will explore the reasons behind chewing behavior and provide strategies to redirect it towards appropriate chew toys. 7.2.1 Understanding the reasons for chewing. Before addressing the issue of inappropriate chewing, it is important to understand why dogs engage in this behavior. By understanding the underlying reasons, you can better address the problem and provide appropriate alternatives. Teething. Puppies go through a teething phase, usually between the ages of 3 and 6 months. During this time, their baby teeth are replaced by adult teeth, which can be uncomfortable and itchy. Chewing helps alleviate the discomfort and helps the new teeth break through the gums. Providing appropriate chew toys during this phase is crucial to redirect their chewing behavior. Boredom and excess energy. Dogs are active animals that require mental and physical stimulation. When they are bored or have excess energy, they may resort to chewing as a way to entertain themselves. Providing regular exercise, interactive toys, and engaging activities can help prevent boredom and reduce the likelihood of destructive chewing. Anxiety and stress. Just like humans, dogs can experience anxiety and stress. Chewing can be a coping mechanism for dogs to alleviate their anxiety or stress levels. Identifying the underlying cause of their anxiety and addressing it through training, environmental changes, or seeking professional help can help reduce their need to chew. Lack of proper chew toys. If dogs do not have access to appropriate chew toys, they may resort to chewing on household items. It is important to provide a variety of chew toys that are safe and suitable for your dog's size and chewing strength. This will help redirect their chewing behavior to appropriate items. 7.2.2 Redirecting chewing behavior. To address inappropriate chewing, it is essential to redirect your dog's chewing behavior towards appropriate items. Here are some strategies to help you achieve this. Provide a variety of chew toys. Offer a selection of chew toys that are specifically designed for dogs. These toys should be durable, safe, and appropriate for your dog's size and chewing strength. Experiment with different textures and types of toys to find what your dog enjoys the most. Rotate the toys regularly to keep them interesting and prevent boredom. Supervise and manage the environment. When you cannot directly supervise your dog, it is important to manage the environment to prevent access to inappropriate items. Close doors to rooms where your dog is not allowed, use baby gates to restrict access to certain areas, and keep valuable or dangerous items out of reach. This will help prevent your dog from developing a habit of chewing on forbidden objects. Use positive reinforcement. When you catch your dog chewing on an appropriate item, praise and reward them with treats or verbal praise. Positive reinforcement helps reinforce the desired behavior and encourages your dog to continue chewing on appropriate items. Conversely, if you catch your dog chewing on something inappropriate, redirect their attention to an appropriate chew toy and praise them when they engage with it. Make inappropriate items unappealing. To deter your dog from chewing on inappropriate items, make them unappealing. You can do this by applying a taste deterrent spray or using bitter apple spray on the objects you want to protect. The unpleasant taste will discourage your dog from chewing on those items. Additionally, you can cover furniture legs or other tempting objects with aluminum foil or double-sided tape, as dogs generally dislike the texture. Provide mental and physical stimulation. Engaging your dog in regular mental and physical activities can help reduce their need to chew out of boredom or excess energy. Take your dog for daily walks, play interactive games such as fetch or hide and seek, and provide puzzle toys or treat dispensing toys that require mental effort. This will help keep your dog mentally and physically stimulated, reducing the likelihood of destructive chewing. Seek professional help. If your dog's chewing behavior persists despite your efforts, it may be beneficial to seek professional help from a certified dog trainer or behaviorist. They can assess the underlying causes of the behavior and provide tailored strategies to address it effectively. They may also recommend additional training techniques or behavior modification exercises to help redirect your dog's chewing behavior. Remember, addressing chewing behavior requires patience, consistency, and understanding. By providing appropriate chew toys, managing the environment, and redirecting your dog's attention, you can help them develop appropriate chewing habits and prevent destructive chewing. 7.3 Jumping. Jumping is a common behavior problem that many dog owners face. While it may seem harmless or even cute when a small puppy jumps up to greet you, it can become a nuisance and potentially dangerous as the dog grows older and larger. Jumping can also be intimidating for children or elderly individuals who may not have the strength or balance to withstand a dog's exuberant greetings. 7.3.1 Why do dogs jump? Dogs jump for various reasons, and understanding the underlying causes can help in addressing and correcting the behavior. Here are some common reasons why dogs jump. Excitement. Dogs are naturally enthusiastic creatures, and jumping is often a way for them to express their excitement and eagerness to greet you or other people. Attention seeking. Dogs may jump to get attention from their owners or visitors. They quickly learn that jumping up gets them noticed and can result in petting or playtime. Social interaction. Dogs are social animals, and jumping can be a way for them to initiate interaction with humans or other dogs. Lack of training. If a dog has not been properly trained or taught alternative behaviors, jumping may become their default way of seeking attention or expressing their emotions. 7.3.2 The importance of addressing jumping behavior. While jumping may seem harmless, it is essential to address this behavior for several reasons. Safety. A large, energetic dog jumping on people can be dangerous, especially for children or individuals with mobility issues. They can be knocked over or injured by the dog's enthusiastic greetings. Reinforcement. Allowing a dog to jump and receive attention or rewards for the behavior reinforces the jumping habit. This can make it more challenging to correct in the future. Respect for personal space. Teaching a dog not to jump helps them understand and respect personal boundaries. This is crucial for their interactions with both humans and other animals. Good manners. A well-behaved dog that does not jump on people is more likely to be welcomed in various social situations and public places. 7.3.3 Training techniques to discourage jumping. To address jumping behavior effectively, it is important to use positive reinforcement training techniques. Here are some strategies to help discourage jumping. Ignore the behavior. When your dog jumps up, turn your back and avoid eye contact. By removing attention, you are teaching them that jumping does not result in the desired interaction. Reward alternative behaviors. Teach your dog an alternative behavior, such as sitting or offering a paw, that they can perform instead of jumping. Reward and praise them when they choose the alternative behavior. Consistency. Ensure that everyone in your household or anyone who interacts with your dog follows the same rules regarding jumping. Consistency is key in reinforcing the desired behavior. Leash training. Use a leash to control your dog's behavior when greeting people. If they attempt to jump, gently pull them back and redirect their attention to an alternative behavior. Teach the off command. Train your dog to understand the command off or down to indicate that they should keep all four paws on the ground. Reward them when they respond appropriately. Provide mental and physical stimulation. Dogs often jump out of excitement or excess energy. Ensure that your dog receives regular exercise and mental stimulation through activities like walks, playtime, and puzzle toys. Seek professional help if needed. If your dog's jumping behavior persists despite consistent training efforts, consider seeking guidance from a professional dog trainer or behaviorist. They can provide personalized advice and techniques to address the issue. Remember, training takes time and patience. Consistency and positive reinforcement are key to successfully addressing jumping behavior. With proper training and guidance, you can teach your dog to greet people politely and safely without jumping. 7.4 Digging. Digging is a natural behavior for dogs, rooted in their ancestral instincts. While it can be frustrating for dog owners, it's important to understand why dogs dig and how to address this behavior in a positive and effective way. 7.4.1 Why do dogs dig? There are several reasons why dogs dig, and it's essential to identify the underlying cause to address the behavior effectively. Here are some common reasons why dogs dig. 7.4.1.1 Instinctual behavior. Digging is a natural instinct for dogs, inherited from their ancestors. Wild dogs would dig to create dens for shelter, protection, and to regulate their body temperature. Even though our domesticated dogs may not need to dig for survival, this instinctual behavior is still deeply ingrained in their DNA. 7.4.1.2 Boredom or excess energy. Dogs that are bored or have excess energy may resort to digging as a way to entertain themselves. If a dog is not provided with enough mental and physical stimulation, they may turn to digging as a form of self-amusement. 7.4.1.3 Escape or seeking comfort. Some dogs may dig to escape from their confinement or to find a cool spot to lie down. They may dig under fences or in shaded areas to seek relief from the heat. Dogs with separation anxiety may also dig as a way to cope with their anxiety and find comfort. 7.4.1.4 Hunting or burying objects. Certain breeds, such as terriers, have a strong prey drive and may dig to hunt small animals or insects. Dogs may also dig to bury their toys, bones, or other prized possessions. This behavior is a remnant of their instinct to hide and protect their resources. 7.4.2 How to address digging behavior. Addressing digging behavior requires patience, consistency, and understanding. Here are some strategies to help curb your dog's digging habits. 7.4.2.1 Provide an alternative outlet. One effective way to redirect your dog's digging behavior is to provide them with an appropriate outlet for their natural instincts. Create a designated digging area in your yard by sectioning off a small area and filling it with loose soil or sand. Encourage your dog to dig in this designated spot by burying toys or treats for them to find. Praise and reward your dog when they dig in the designated area, reinforcing the behavior you want. 7.4.2.2 Increase exercise and mental stimulation. Ensuring that your dog receives enough physical exercise and mental stimulation can help reduce their desire to dig out of boredom or excess energy. Take your dog for regular walks, engage in interactive play sessions, and provide them with puzzle toys or food dispensing toys to keep their minds occupied. A tired and mentally stimulated dog is less likely to engage in destructive behaviors like digging. 7.4.2.3 Supervise and redirect. When you notice your dog starting to dig in an undesirable area, it's important to intervene immediately. Use a firm but calm voice to say, no, and redirect their attention to a more appropriate activity or area. Offer them a toy or engage them in a game to distract them from digging. Consistency is key, so be vigilant and redirect their behavior every time they start to dig inappropriately. 7.4.2.4 Provide shade and comfort. If your dog is digging to find a cool spot, ensure that they have access to shaded areas or provide them with a comfortable and cool resting place. Set up a dog bed or a cooling mat in a shaded area of your yard to give them a comfortable alternative to digging. 7.4.2.5 Address separation anxiety. If your dog's digging is related to separation anxiety, it's important to address the underlying anxiety issue. Consult with a professional dog trainer or behaviorist to develop a training plan that helps your dog feel more secure and confident when left alone. Gradual desensitization and counter-conditioning techniques can be used to alleviate separation anxiety and reduce the need for digging. 7.4.2.6 Seek professional help if needed. If your dog's digging behavior persists despite your efforts, it may be beneficial to seek the assistance of a professional dog trainer or behaviorist. They can assess the situation, identify any underlying issues, and provide you with a customized training plan to address the digging behavior effectively. 7.4.3 What not to do. When addressing your dog's digging behavior, it's important to avoid certain actions that may inadvertently reinforce or worsen the behavior. Here are some things to avoid. Punishing your dog after the fact. Dogs live in the present moment, so punishing them after they have already dug a hole will only confuse them and may lead to fear or anxiety. Filling the holes with their waste. Dogs may interpret this as a reward, as they are attracted to the scent of their waste. It's best to clean up any waste and fill the holes with soil or sand. Using physical force or harsh punishment. Physical force or harsh punishment can damage the trust and bond between you and your dog. It can also lead to fear or aggression. Remember, addressing digging behavior requires patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement. By understanding the reasons behind your dog's digging and implementing appropriate strategies, you can help redirect their behavior and create a harmonious environment for both you and your furry friend. 8. Advanced training techniques. 8.1 Off-leash training. Off-leash training is an advanced level of training that allows your dog to have freedom and enjoy their surroundings while still maintaining control and obedience. It is an important skill to teach your dog, as it allows them to explore and exercise in a safe and controlled manner. Off-leash training requires a strong foundation in basic obedience commands and a trusting relationship between you and your dog. 8.1.1 Building a strong foundation. Before starting off-leash training, it is crucial to ensure that your dog has mastered basic obedience commands such as sit, stay, come, and lie down. These commands form the foundation for off-leash training and provide you with the necessary control over your dog in various situations. To reinforce these commands, practice them in different environments and gradually increase distractions. Start in a quiet and familiar area, then gradually introduce more challenging environments such as parks or busy streets. Use positive reinforcement techniques such as treats, praise, and play to reward your dog for obeying commands. Consistency is key when building a strong foundation for off-leash training. Use the same verbal cues and hand signals consistently, and always reward your dog for correct responses. This will help your dog understand what is expected of them and reinforce their training. 8.1.2 Recall training. Recall training is a crucial aspect of off-leash training. It teaches your dog to come to you reliably when called, regardless of distractions or distance. A strong recall is essential for your dog's safety and allows you to maintain control in off-leash situations. To start recall training, choose a quiet and secure area without distractions. Begin by calling your dog's name followed by the command, come, in a clear and enthusiastic tone. Use a treat or a favorite toy as a reward when your dog comes to you. Gradually increase the distance between you and your dog, always rewarding them for coming to you promptly. As your dog becomes more reliable in their recall, introduce distractions gradually. Start with mild distractions such as toys or other people, then progress to more challenging distractions such as other dogs or food. Remember to always reward your dog for coming to you, even in the presence of distractions. 8.1.3 Proofing off-leash skills. Once your dog has a solid foundation in basic obedience and recall training, it is time to start proofing their off-leash skills. Proofing involves practicing off-leash commands in various environments and situations to ensure that your dog responds reliably regardless of the circumstances. Start by practicing off-leash commands in a controlled and familiar environment, such as a fenced backyard or a quiet park. Gradually introduce more challenging environments, such as crowded areas or places with tempting distractions. Use positive reinforcement and rewards to reinforce your dog's obedience and encourage them to stay focused on you. During proofing, it is important to be patient and consistent. If your dog becomes distracted or fails to respond to a command, calmly redirect their attention and repeat the command. Avoid punishment or harsh corrections, as they can undermine your dog's trust and confidence. 8.1.4 Safety considerations. When practicing off-leash training, it is important to prioritize your dog's safety. Here are some safety considerations to keep in mind. Choose appropriate training locations. Select areas that are safe and legal for off-leash training. Avoid busy roads, areas with wildlife, or places where your dog may encounter hazards. Use a long line leash. In the early stages of off-leash training, consider using a long line leash to provide a safety net. A long line leash allows your dog to have some freedom while still maintaining control. Gradually increase distance and duration. Gradually increase the distance between you and your dog during off-leash training sessions. Start with short distances and gradually work up to longer distances. Similarly, increase the duration of off-leash sessions gradually to build your dog's endurance. Practice in different environments. Expose your dog to various environments and situations to ensure they can respond reliably in different settings. This includes practicing off-leash training in parks, beaches, hiking trails, and other public spaces. Maintain control and supervision. Always keep an eye on your dog during off-leash training sessions. Be prepared to intervene if necessary and have a backup plan in case your dog becomes overly excited or distracted. Remember, off-leash training requires time, patience, and consistency. It is important to tailor the training to your dog's individual needs and abilities. With proper training and practice, you can enjoy the freedom and joy of having a well-trained dog who can safely navigate the world off-leash. 8.2 Distance Commands. Distance commands are an essential part of advanced dog training. They allow you to communicate with your dog from a distance, giving you greater control and ensuring their safety in various situations. Whether you're at the park, on a hike, or in a crowded area, distance commands enable you to guide your dog's behavior and keep them focused on you. 8.2.1 The importance of distance commands. Distance commands are particularly useful when you need to redirect your dog's attention or prevent them from engaging in unwanted behaviors. By teaching your dog distance commands, you can effectively communicate with them even when they are far away from you. This is especially crucial in situations where your dog's safety may be at risk, such as when they are approaching a busy road or encountering unfamiliar dogs. Moreover, distance commands enhance your dog's overall obedience and responsiveness. They strengthen the bond between you and your furry companion, as they learn to trust and rely on your guidance, even from a distance. Distance commands also provide mental stimulation for your dog, as they have to focus and follow your instructions, even when distractions are present. 8.2.2 Teaching distance commands. Teaching distance commands requires patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement. Here are some steps to help you effectively train your dog in distance commands. Step 1. Master basic commands. Before introducing distance commands, ensure that your dog has a solid understanding of basic commands such as sit, stay, and come. These commands serve as the foundation for distance training and should be well established before moving forward. Step 2. Start with short distances. Begin training distance commands in a quiet and familiar environment, such as your backyard or a quiet park. Start with short distances and gradually increase the distance as your dog becomes more comfortable and confident. Use a long leash to maintain control while giving your dog more freedom to explore. Step 3. Use visual and verbal cues. When teaching distance commands, it's essential to use both visual and verbal cues to help your dog understand what you expect from them. For example, when teaching the stay command, extend your hand in a stop gesture while saying stay firmly and clearly. Consistency in your cues will help your dog associate the command with the desired behavior. Step 4. Gradually increase distractions. As your dog becomes proficient in distance commands in a controlled environment, gradually introduce distractions to simulate real-life situations. Start with mild distractions, such as toys or treats on the ground, and progress to more challenging distractions, such as other dogs or people passing by. Reinforce the distance commands consistently, rewarding your dog for their obedience. Step 5. Practice in various environments. To ensure that your dog generalizes the distance commands, practice in different environments. Take your dog to new locations, such as parks, beaches, or busy streets, and continue reinforcing the distance commands. This will help your dog understand that the commands apply regardless of the surroundings and distractions present. Step 6. Maintain consistency and reinforcement. Consistency is key when training distance commands. Use the same cues and gestures each time, and be patient with your dog as they learn. Remember to reinforce their good behavior with praise, treats, or playtime. Consistent reinforcement will strengthen the association between the command and the desired response. 8.2.3 Common distance commands. Here are some common distance commands that you can teach your dog. Stay. The stay command is crucial for keeping your dog in one place, even when you're at a distance. It ensures their safety and prevents them from approaching potential dangers. Practice the stay command at varying distances, gradually increasing the duration before releasing your dog. Come. The come command is essential for calling your dog back to you from a distance. It is particularly useful in situations where your dog may be exploring or approaching something they shouldn't. Practice the come command in different environments and reward your dog generously when they respond promptly. Leave it. The leave it command is valuable for redirecting your dog's attention from something they are fixated on or attempting to pick up. It can prevent them from ingesting harmful objects or engaging in unwanted behaviors. Start by teaching the leave it command up close and gradually increase the distance. Drop it. The drop it command is useful for getting your dog to release an item they have in their mouth. This command is essential for their safety, especially if they have picked up something dangerous or inappropriate. Begin teaching the drop it command with toys or objects your dog is less attached to and gradually progress to more valuable items. 8.2.4 Troubleshooting distance training challenges. Training distance commands can sometimes present challenges. Here are some common issues and how to address them. Lack of focus. If your dog struggles to maintain focus during distance training, start by reducing distractions and gradually increase them as your dog becomes more proficient. Use high-value treats or toys to capture their attention and reward them for maintaining focus on you. Inconsistent response. If your dog responds inconsistently to distance commands, review your training techniques and ensure that you are providing clear and consistent cues. Practice in different environments to help your dog generalize the commands and respond reliably in various situations. Fear or anxiety. If your dog displays fear or anxiety during distance training, take a step back and work on building their confidence in a controlled environment. Gradually expose them to the training situation while providing positive reinforcement and reassurance. Seek the guidance of a professional dog trainer if needed. Conclusion. Distance commands are an essential part of advanced dog training, providing you with the ability to communicate and guide your dog's behavior from a distance. By following the steps outlined in this section and maintaining consistency and positive reinforcement, you can teach your dog to respond reliably to distance commands, ensuring their safety and enhancing their overall obedience. Remember to be patient, as each dog learns at their own pace, and enjoy the journey of training and bonding with your furry companion. 8.3 Trick Training. Trick training is a fun and engaging way to bond with your dog while also providing mental stimulation. Teaching your dog tricks not only impresses your friends and family, but it also helps to build your dog's confidence and improve their overall obedience. In this section, we will explore the benefits of trick training, different types of tricks you can teach your dog, and the step-by-step process of training some popular tricks. 8.3.1 Benefits of Trick Training. Trick training offers numerous benefits for both you and your dog. Here are some of the advantages of incorporating trick training into your dog's training routine. Mental stimulation. Trick training challenges your dog's mind and keeps them mentally sharp. Learning new tricks requires problem-solving skills and helps to prevent boredom. Bonding and relationship building. Trick training provides an opportunity for you and your dog to work together as a team. It strengthens the bond between you and enhances communication and trust. Physical exercise. Many tricks involve physical movements that can provide your dog with additional exercise. Tricks like spinning, jumping, or crawling can help burn off excess energy. Confidence building. As your dog successfully learns and performs tricks, their confidence grows. This newfound confidence can extend to other areas of their life, making them more self-assured and less fearful. Obedience and focus. Trick training reinforces basic obedience commands and improves your dog's ability to focus and follow instructions. It enhances their overall obedience skills and makes them more responsive to your commands. 8.3.2 Types of Tricks. Tricks can be categorized into different types based on their complexity and the skills they require. Here are some popular types of tricks you can teach your dog. Basic tricks. These are simple tricks that are easy to teach and perfect for beginners. Examples include sit pretty, shake hands, high five, and roll over. Advanced tricks. These tricks require more time and effort to train. Examples include playing dead, crawling, spinning, and jumping through hoops. Interactive tricks. These tricks involve your dog interacting with objects or their environment. Examples include fetching specific items, opening doors, and turning lights on and off. Acrobatic tricks. These tricks showcase your dog's physical abilities and coordination. Examples include jumping over obstacles, balancing on hind legs, and weaving through poles. Novelty tricks. These tricks are unique and can be customized to suit your dog's personality. Examples include bowing, waving, speaking on command, and giving kisses. 8.3.3 Training Tricks Step by Step. Training tricks requires patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you train your dog some popular tricks. Choose a trick. Decide on the trick you want to teach your dog. Start with a simple trick that matches your dog's abilities and build up to more complex tricks gradually. Break it down. Break the trick into smaller, manageable steps. For example, if you want to teach your dog to roll over, the steps could be: lie down, turn on the side, and complete the roll. Use a clicker or marker word. Use a clicker or a specific word like yes to mark the exact moment your dog performs the desired behavior. This helps to communicate to your dog that they have done the right thing. Capture and reward. When your dog performs a step towards the trick, immediately click or say yes, and reward them with a treat or praise. Gradually shape the behavior by rewarding closer approximations to the final trick. Add a cue. Once your dog consistently performs the behavior, add a verbal or visual cue to signal the trick. For example, for the trick, spin, you can use a hand gesture or say the word spin before your dog starts turning. Practice and generalize. Practice the trick in different environments and gradually increase distractions. This helps your dog generalize the trick and perform it reliably in various situations. Maintain and reinforce. Once your dog has learned a trick, continue to practice it regularly to maintain their skills. Reinforce the trick with occasional rewards to keep it fresh in their mind. Remember, each dog learns at their own pace, so be patient and adjust your training methods accordingly. Always end each training session on a positive note, and make sure training remains a fun and enjoyable experience for both you and your dog. By incorporating trick training into your dog's routine, you can enhance their obedience, mental stimulation, and overall happiness. So, get creative, have fun, and enjoy the process of teaching your dog some impressive tricks. 8.4 Agility Training. Agility training is a fun and challenging activity that can provide both mental and physical stimulation for your dog. It involves navigating through a series of obstacles such as jumps, tunnels, weave poles, and A-frames in a timed course. Agility training not only helps to improve your dog's coordination, balance, and strength but also strengthens the bond between you and your furry friend. In this section, we will explore the benefits of agility training, how to get started, and some key techniques to help you and your dog excel in this exciting sport. 8.4.1 Benefits of Agility Training. Agility training offers numerous benefits for both you and your dog. Here are some of the advantages of incorporating agility training into your dog's routine. Physical exercise. Agility training provides an excellent form of exercise for your dog. It helps to burn off excess energy and keep them fit and healthy. The various obstacles in agility courses require your dog to run, jump, climb, and weave, providing a full body workout. Mental stimulation. Agility training challenges your dog's problem-solving skills and enhances their mental agility. They need to quickly analyze the course and make split-second decisions on how to navigate each obstacle. This mental stimulation can help prevent boredom and destructive behaviors. Bonding and communication. Agility training requires clear communication and teamwork between you and your dog. As you guide them through the course, you will develop a stronger bond and improve your communication skills. This shared experience can deepen your relationship and trust. Confidence building. Successfully completing agility obstacles can boost your dog's confidence and self-esteem. As they overcome challenges and master new skills, they will become more self-assured and resilient in other areas of their life. Obedience and control. Agility training reinforces obedience commands and improves your dog's overall control. They learn to follow your cues and respond to your directions, even in high-energy and distracting environments. This increased control can be beneficial in everyday situations and other training activities. 8.4.2 Getting started with agility training. Before starting agility training, it is essential to ensure that your dog is physically fit and healthy. Consult with your veterinarian to ensure they are ready for the physical demands of this activity. Once you have the green light, follow these steps to get started. Basic obedience. Before introducing agility obstacles, make sure your dog has a solid foundation in basic obedience commands such as sit, stay, come, and heel. These commands will form the basis of your communication during agility training. Introduction to equipment. Start by introducing your dog to the various agility equipment one at a time. Allow them to explore and sniff each obstacle without any pressure. Use positive reinforcement, such as treats and praise, to create a positive association with the equipment. Target training. Teach your dog to target specific objects, such as a target stick or a hand target. This will help them understand how to navigate through the course and follow your cues. Foundation skills. Focus on building foundation skills such as jumping, weaving, and tunnel work. Start with low jumps and gradually increase the height as your dog becomes more comfortable and confident. Use guide wires or poles to help your dog understand the weaving motion. Introduce tunnels gradually, allowing your dog to explore and navigate through them. Putting it all together. Once your dog has mastered the individual obstacles, start combining them into short sequences. Gradually increase the complexity and length of the sequences as your dog progresses. Use treats, toys, or verbal cues as rewards for successfully completing each sequence. 8.4.3 Key Techniques for Agility Training. To excel in agility training, it is important to master some key techniques. Here are a few techniques that will help you and your dog navigate the course smoothly. Handling techniques. Learn different handling techniques such as front crosses, rear crosses, and blind crosses. These techniques involve strategically positioning yourself in relation to the obstacles to guide your dog efficiently through the course. Verbal and visual cues. Develop clear and consistent verbal and visual cues to communicate with your dog during agility training. Use specific words or hand signals for each obstacle to guide your dog's movements effectively. Timing and pacing. Timing is crucial in agility training. Learn to time your cues and rewards accurately to reinforce the desired behavior. Additionally, maintain a consistent pace throughout the course to help your dog anticipate your movements. Positive reinforcement. Use positive reinforcement techniques such as treats, praise, and play to motivate and reward your dog during agility training. This positive association will make the training experience enjoyable and encourage your dog to perform at their best. Patience and persistence. Agility training requires patience and persistence. Some obstacles may be more challenging for your dog, and it may take time for them to master certain skills. Stay positive, be patient, and celebrate small victories along the way. Remember, agility training should always be a positive and enjoyable experience for both you and your dog. Take it at your dog's pace, celebrate their progress, and have fun together. With consistent training and practice, you and your dog can become a successful agility team. 9. Training for specific situations. 9.1 Training for vet visits. Visiting the veterinarian is an essential part of responsible dog ownership. Regular checkups and preventive care are crucial for maintaining your dog's health and well-being. However, many dogs find vet visits stressful and overwhelming. They may exhibit fear, anxiety, or even aggression during these visits, making it challenging for both the dog and the veterinarian. Fortunately, with proper training and preparation, you can help your dog feel more comfortable and relaxed during vet visits. 9.1.1 Introducing your dog to the vet's office. One of the first steps in training for vet visits is to familiarize your dog with the vet's office. Start by taking your dog to the vet's office for short visits without any medical procedures. This will help your dog associate the vet's office with positive experiences. During these visits, allow your dog to explore the waiting area and interact with the staff if they are comfortable doing so. Offer treats and praise to reinforce positive behavior. Gradually increase the duration of these visits and introduce your dog to the examination room. Allow your dog to sniff around and become familiar with the environment. Practice basic obedience commands such as sit and stay in the examination room to help your dog feel more secure and focused. 9.1.2 Handling and Restraint Training. During vet visits, your dog may need to be handled and restrained by the veterinarian or veterinary technicians. It is essential to train your dog to be comfortable with handling and restraint to ensure a smooth and stress-free experience. Start by gently touching and handling your dog's body in various areas, such as the ears, paws, and tail. Use treats and positive reinforcement to create a positive association with these interactions. Gradually increase the intensity of handling, including gentle restraint and holding. Practice these exercises regularly to desensitize your dog to being touched and handled. Additionally, teach your dog to accept wearing a muzzle if necessary. Muzzles can be helpful in preventing bites during potentially stressful procedures. Introduce the muzzle gradually, associating it with treats and positive experiences. Make sure the muzzle fits properly and allows your dog to pant and drink water comfortably. 9.1.3 Desensitization to medical procedures. Many dogs become anxious or fearful during specific medical procedures, such as vaccinations or blood draws. Desensitization exercises can help your dog become more comfortable with these procedures. Start by simulating the procedure at home using a gentle touch or a mock injection. Pair the procedure with treats and praise to create a positive association. Gradually increase the intensity of the simulation, making it more similar to the actual procedure. For example, you can use a real needle without inserting it into your dog's skin. The goal is to help your dog become desensitized to the sensations and sounds associated with medical procedures. Once your dog is comfortable with the simulated procedure, ask your veterinarian for assistance. They can perform the procedure while you provide treats and reassurance to your dog. This gradual approach will help your dog associate the procedure with positive experiences and reduce anxiety. 9.1.4 Calming Techniques and Medications. In some cases, despite training and preparation, dogs may still experience significant anxiety or fear during vet visits. In such situations, calming techniques and medications can be helpful. Calming techniques include using pheromone sprays or diffusers, playing soothing music, or using gentle massage to help relax your dog. These techniques can create a calming environment and reduce stress. If your dog's anxiety is severe, consult with your veterinarian about the possibility of using anti-anxiety medications. Medications can help alleviate anxiety and make vet visits more manageable for your dog. However, it is essential to discuss the potential side effects and long-term use of these medications with your veterinarian. 9.1.5 Regular Training and Reinforcement. Training for vet visits is an ongoing process. It is crucial to continue practicing and reinforcing the training techniques regularly. Regular training sessions will help maintain your dog's comfort and confidence during vet visits. Additionally, ensure that your dog receives regular socialization opportunities with other dogs and people. This will help your dog become more comfortable in various environments and reduce anxiety during vet visits. Remember to always reward your dog for calm and cooperative behavior during vet visits. Positive reinforcement will reinforce the training and create a positive association with the experience. Conclusion. Training your dog for vet visits is essential for ensuring their well-being and reducing stress for both your dog and the veterinary staff. By gradually introducing your dog to the vet's office, training them to be comfortable with handling and restraint, desensitizing them to medical procedures, and using calming techniques when necessary, you can help your dog have a positive and stress-free experience at the veterinarian. Remember to be patient, consistent, and always prioritize your dog's comfort and well-being. 9.2 Training for Grooming. Grooming is an essential part of maintaining your dog's overall health and appearance. Regular grooming not only keeps your dog looking clean and tidy but also helps prevent various skin and coat issues. However, many dogs find grooming sessions stressful and uncomfortable. That's why it's important to train your dog to be comfortable with grooming from an early age. In this section, we will discuss effective training techniques to help your dog become more relaxed and cooperative during grooming sessions. 9.2.1 Introducing your dog to grooming tools. Before you can start grooming your dog, it's crucial to introduce them to the different grooming tools gradually. This will help your dog become familiar with the tools and associate them with positive experiences. Here's how you can do it. Desensitization. Begin by introducing your dog to the grooming tools one at a time. For example, start by showing them the brush and allowing them to sniff and investigate it. Reward your dog with treats and praise for showing curiosity and calm behavior around the tool. Repeat this process with each grooming tool, gradually increasing the level of interaction. Positive association. Associate the grooming tools with positive experiences. For instance, offer treats or play with your dog while gently touching them with the brush. This will help your dog associate the grooming tools with pleasant sensations and rewards. Gradual handling. Gradually increase the level of handling with the grooming tools. Start by lightly brushing your dog's fur for short periods, rewarding them with treats and praise. As your dog becomes more comfortable, gradually increase the duration and intensity of the grooming sessions. 9.2.2 Getting your dog used to being touched. Grooming often involves touching sensitive areas of your dog's body, such as their ears, paws, and tail. Some dogs may be sensitive or uncomfortable with being touched in these areas. To ensure a stress-free grooming experience, it's important to train your dog to be comfortable with being touched. Here are some training techniques to help you achieve this. Positive touch. Start by gently touching your dog's body in areas they are comfortable with, such as their back or shoulders. Reward them with treats and praise for remaining calm and relaxed. Gradually progress to touching more sensitive areas, such as their ears or paws, using the same positive reinforcement techniques. Desensitization. If your dog shows signs of discomfort or resistance when being touched in certain areas, use desensitization techniques. For example, if your dog is sensitive about having their paws touched, start by lightly touching their paws for a brief moment and immediately rewarding them. Gradually increase the duration and pressure of the touch over time. Counterconditioning. If your dog has a negative association with being touched in certain areas, you can use counterconditioning techniques to change their emotional response. Pair the touch with something your dog loves, such as treats or playtime. This will help your dog associate the touch with positive experiences and gradually reduce their sensitivity. 9.2.3 Training for specific grooming procedures. Different grooming procedures require specific training techniques to ensure your dog remains calm and cooperative. Here are some common grooming procedures and how to train your dog for them. Nail trimming. Many dogs are apprehensive about having their nails trimmed. Start by getting your dog used to having their paws touched and gently handling their nails. Gradually introduce the sound and sensation of the nail clippers, rewarding your dog for remaining calm. If your dog is particularly anxious, consider using a nail grinder instead of clippers. Bathing. Some dogs may be fearful of water or the bathing process. Start by introducing your dog to water gradually. Use a shallow tub or basin and reward your dog for calmly standing in the water. Gradually increase the water level and introduce gentle water flow. Use positive reinforcement throughout the bathing process. Ear cleaning. Dogs with floppy ears or a history of ear infections may be sensitive about having their ears cleaned. Start by gently touching and massaging your dog's ears, rewarding them for remaining calm. Gradually introduce the ear cleaning solution and cotton balls, rewarding your dog for tolerating the process. Brushing. Brushing helps keep your dog's coat healthy and free from mats. Start by using a soft brush and gently brushing your dog's fur in the direction of hair growth. Reward your dog for remaining calm and gradually increase the duration and intensity of the brushing sessions. If your dog has a long or dense coat, consider using a slicker brush or comb to remove tangles and mats. Remember, patience and consistency are key when training your dog for grooming. Always reward your dog for calm and cooperative behavior, and never force them into a grooming procedure if they are showing signs of distress. With time and positive reinforcement, your dog will learn to associate grooming with positive experiences, making the process much more enjoyable for both of you. 9.3 Training for car rides. Car rides can be a source of anxiety and stress for many dogs. The combination of unfamiliar surroundings, motion, and confinement can make some dogs feel uncomfortable or even fearful. However, with proper training and conditioning, you can help your dog become more relaxed and enjoy car rides. 9.3.1 Introducing the car. The first step in training your dog for car rides is to introduce them to the car in a positive and gradual manner. Start by allowing your dog to explore the stationary car while it is parked in a safe and familiar environment, such as your driveway or garage. Open the car doors and let your dog sniff around and investigate at their own pace. Reward them with treats and praise for any calm and relaxed behavior. Once your dog is comfortable being near the car, you can start getting them used to the interior. Allow your dog to hop in and out of the car on their own, rewarding them each time they do so. You can also place treats or their favorite toy inside the car to encourage them to go in willingly. Make sure to keep the car doors open during this process to avoid any feelings of confinement. 9.3.2 Short trips. After your dog is comfortable being inside the car, you can start taking them on short trips around the block or to nearby locations. Start with very short rides, just a few minutes long, and gradually increase the duration as your dog becomes more comfortable. During these trips, make sure to drive smoothly and avoid sudden stops or turns that could startle your dog. To make the car ride a positive experience, bring along some of your dog's favorite treats or toys. You can also play calming music or use a pheromone spray designed to reduce anxiety in dogs. These small comforts can help your dog associate car rides with positive experiences and create a sense of relaxation. 9.3.3 Safety measures. When training your dog for car rides, it is essential to prioritize their safety. Always secure your dog in the car using a seatbelt harness, crate, or car barrier. This will prevent them from moving around the car and potentially causing accidents or injuries. Additionally, never leave your dog unattended in a parked car, as temperatures can rise quickly and pose a serious risk to their health. 9.3.4 Gradual exposure. If your dog shows signs of anxiety or fear during car rides, it is crucial to take a gradual approach to their training. Start by simply sitting in the parked car with your dog for short periods, gradually increasing the duration over time. Use treats and praise to reward calm behavior and help your dog associate the car with positive experiences. Once your dog is comfortable sitting in the parked car, you can start the engine without going anywhere. Allow your dog to get used to the sound and vibrations of the running engine while providing treats and praise for their calm behavior. Gradually increase the duration of the engine running sessions until your dog is relaxed and comfortable. 9.3.5 Counter-conditioning. If your dog has a particularly strong fear or anxiety response to car rides, you may need to implement counter-conditioning techniques. Counter-conditioning involves pairing the feared stimulus, the car ride, with something positive to change your dog's emotional response. Start by associating the car with something your dog loves, such as their favorite treats or a special toy. Each time your dog gets in the car or goes for a short ride, provide them with these rewards. Over time, your dog will start to associate the car with positive experiences and their fear or anxiety will diminish. 9.3.6 Desensitization. Desensitization is another technique that can be helpful in training dogs for car rides. It involves gradually exposing your dog to the car ride stimulus in a controlled and systematic way. Start by exposing your dog to a very mild version of the stimulus, such as sitting in a parked car with the engine off. Once your dog is comfortable with this, gradually increase the intensity of the stimulus, such as short rides around the block, longer rides, or different driving conditions. Throughout the desensitization process, it is important to monitor your dog's behavior closely and adjust the intensity of the stimulus accordingly. If your dog shows signs of stress or anxiety, take a step back and go back to a previous, less intense level of exposure. Patience and consistency are key when using desensitization techniques. 9.3.7 Seeking professional help. If your dog's fear or anxiety towards car rides persists despite your best efforts, it may be beneficial to seek the help of a professional dog trainer or behaviorist. They can assess your dog's specific needs and develop a customized training plan to address their fears and anxieties. A professional can also provide guidance and support throughout the training process, ensuring that you and your dog achieve the desired results. Remember, every dog is unique, and the training process may take time and patience. By following these training techniques and providing a positive and supportive environment, you can help your dog overcome their fear or anxiety of car rides and create a more enjoyable experience for both of you. 9.4 Training for socialization. Socialization is a crucial aspect of dog training that helps your furry friend develop positive behaviors and adapt to various environments. It involves exposing your dog to different people, animals, places, and experiences to ensure they become well-rounded and confident individuals. Proper socialization can prevent behavioral issues such as fear, aggression, and anxiety, making it an essential part of your dog's training journey. 9.4.1 The importance of socialization. Socialization plays a vital role in shaping your dog's behavior and temperament. It helps them learn how to interact appropriately with other dogs, animals, and humans. By exposing your dog to various stimuli, you can help them become comfortable and confident in different situations, reducing the likelihood of fear or aggression. Early socialization is particularly crucial for puppies, as they are in their critical developmental period. During this time, which typically occurs between 3 and 14 weeks of age, puppies are more receptive to new experiences and less likely to develop fear or anxiety. By exposing them to a wide range of people, animals, and environments during this period, you can help them develop into well-adjusted adult dogs. 9.4.2 Socialization Techniques. When it comes to socializing your dog, there are several techniques you can employ to ensure a positive and successful experience. Here are some effective strategies to help you socialize your furry friend. 9.4.2.1 Controlled Introductions. Start by introducing your dog to new people and animals in a controlled and calm environment. Choose individuals who are experienced with dogs and can provide a positive interaction. Gradually increase the level of exposure as your dog becomes more comfortable. 9.4.2.2 Puppy Classes. Enrolling your puppy in a well-run puppy class is an excellent way to socialize them with other dogs of a similar age. These classes provide a controlled environment where puppies can interact and learn appropriate social behaviors under the guidance of a professional trainer. 9.4.2.3 Dog Parks and Playdates. Once your dog has received their vaccinations and is old enough, you can introduce them to dog parks or arrange playdates with other friendly and well-behaved dogs. These interactions allow your dog to learn how to communicate and play with other dogs in a safe and supervised environment. 9.4.2.4 Exposure to different environments. Expose your dog to various environments, such as parks, busy streets, cafes, and shopping centers. This exposure helps them become accustomed to different sights, sounds, and smells, making them more confident and adaptable in new situations. 9.4.2.5 Positive Reinforcement. Use positive reinforcement techniques to reward your dog for calm and appropriate behavior during socialization experiences. Praise, treats, and toys can be used to reinforce positive interactions, helping your dog associate socialization with positive experiences. 9.4.3 Socialization Challenges. While socialization is essential, it is important to be aware of potential challenges that may arise during the process. Here are some common challenges and how to address them. 9.4.3.1 Fearful Behavior. Some dogs may exhibit fear or anxiety when exposed to new people, animals, or environments. If your dog shows signs of fear, such as cowering, trembling, or trying to escape, it is important to proceed at their pace and not force them into uncomfortable situations. Gradual exposure, positive reinforcement, and the assistance of a professional trainer can help your dog overcome their fears. 9.4.3.2 Aggressive behavior. In some cases, dogs may display aggression towards other dogs or people during socialization attempts. It is crucial to address aggressive behavior promptly and seek the guidance of a professional trainer or behaviorist. They can help you understand the underlying causes of aggression and develop a tailored training plan to address the issue. 9.4.3.3 Overstimulation. Some dogs may become overwhelmed or overstimulated in certain socialization situations. If your dog shows signs of excessive excitement, hyperactivity, or difficulty focusing, it is important to provide them with breaks and create a calm environment. Gradually increase the duration and intensity of socialization sessions as your dog becomes more comfortable. 9.4.4 Socialization for adult dogs. While early socialization is crucial, it is never too late to socialize an adult dog. Adult dogs can still benefit from exposure to new experiences and environments. However, it is important to approach socialization with patience and caution, especially if your dog has had limited socialization in the past. Seek the guidance of a professional trainer to develop a tailored socialization plan for your adult dog. 9.4.5 Conclusion. Socialization is a vital aspect of dog training that helps your furry friend develop positive behaviors and adapt to various situations. By exposing your dog to different people, animals, and environments, you can help them become well-rounded and confident individuals. Remember to approach socialization with patience, positive reinforcement, and the guidance of a professional trainer when needed. With proper socialization, you can set your dog up for a lifetime of happiness and success. 10. Training for special needs dogs. 10.1 Training for blind dogs. Training a blind dog requires a unique approach and understanding of their limitations. While it may seem challenging at first, with patience, consistency, and the right techniques, you can help your blind dog navigate the world confidently. In this section, we will explore the specific training methods and tips for working with blind dogs. 10.1.1 Understanding blindness in dogs. Blindness in dogs can occur due to various reasons, including genetic conditions, trauma, or age-related degeneration. Regardless of the cause, it is important to remember that blind dogs can still lead fulfilling lives with the right support and training. Understanding their limitations and adapting your training methods accordingly is crucial. 10.1.2 Creating a safe environment. Before you begin training, it is essential to create a safe and predictable environment for your blind dog. Remove any potential hazards or obstacles that could cause injury. Keep furniture and objects in consistent places to help your dog navigate their surroundings more easily. Consider using scent markers or textured mats to help them identify specific areas, such as their bed or food bowl. 10.1.3 Verbal cues and touch. Since blind dogs rely heavily on their other senses, such as hearing and touch, incorporating verbal cues and physical touch into your training is essential. Use clear and consistent verbal commands to communicate with your dog. For example, you can use words like sit, stay, and come, along with gentle touches to guide them during training sessions. 10.1.4 Scent training. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell, and blind dogs can use this to their advantage. Scent training can help them navigate their environment more effectively. Start by associating specific scents with different objects or locations. For example, you can use a particular scent for their bed or a specific toy. Gradually introduce these scents during training sessions, and reward your dog when they successfully locate the desired object or area. 10.1.5 Target training. Target training is a valuable technique for blind dogs as it helps them focus on specific objects or locations. Start by teaching your dog to touch a target stick or your hand with their nose or paw. Use a clicker or a verbal cue to mark the behavior and reward them with a treat. Once they understand the concept, you can use target training to guide them through various tasks, such as finding their food bowl or navigating obstacles. 10.1.6 Spatial awareness training. Blind dogs need to develop a strong sense of spatial awareness to move around confidently. You can help them develop this skill by creating a consistent layout in your home and using verbal cues to indicate different areas. For example, you can use phrases like step up or step down to guide them when encountering stairs or changes in elevation. Gradually introduce new environments and provide guidance until they become comfortable navigating unfamiliar spaces. 10.1.7 Socialization and interaction. Blind dogs can still benefit from socialization and interaction with other dogs and humans. However, it is important to introduce them to new experiences gradually and in a controlled manner. Use positive reinforcement and rewards to build their confidence and create positive associations with new encounters. Supervise interactions to ensure their safety and intervene if necessary. 10.1.8 Using sound cues. Sound cues can be a valuable tool in training blind dogs. You can use different sounds to indicate specific actions or locations. For example, you can use a specific sound to indicate the start or end of a training session. You can also use sound cues to guide your dog during walks or to help them locate their food or water bowls. Consistency is key when using sound cues, so make sure to use the same sounds consistently for each action. 10.1.9 Patience and positive reinforcement. Training a blind dog requires patience and understanding. It may take longer for them to learn new commands or tasks, so it is important to be patient and provide positive reinforcement for their efforts. Use treats, praise, and affection to reward their successes and motivate them to continue learning. Avoid punishment or harsh corrections, as this can undermine their confidence and hinder their progress. 10.1.10 Seeking professional help. If you are struggling with training your blind dog or feel overwhelmed, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A professional dog trainer experienced in working with blind dogs can provide guidance, personalized training plans, and additional support to ensure the success of your training efforts. Remember, training a blind dog requires adaptability, patience, and a deep understanding of their unique needs. With the right techniques and a positive attitude, you can help your blind dog live a happy and fulfilling life. 10.2 Training for deaf dogs. Deafness in dogs can present unique challenges when it comes to training. Without the ability to hear verbal commands, traditional training methods may not be effective. However, with some modifications in the use of visual cues, it is possible to successfully train a deaf dog. In this section, we will explore techniques and strategies specifically tailored for training deaf dogs. 10.2.1 Understanding deafness in dogs. Before diving into training techniques, it is important to understand how deafness affects dogs. Deafness can be congenital, present from birth, or acquired later in life due to factors such as age, injury, or illness. Some breeds are more prone to deafness, such as Dalmatians and Australian Shepherds. Deaf dogs rely heavily on their other senses, particularly their sight and sense of touch. They are highly observant and can pick up on visual cues and vibrations. Understanding these unique characteristics will help you communicate effectively with your deaf dog during training. 10.2.2 Visual cues and hand signals. Since deaf dogs cannot hear verbal commands, visual cues and hand signals become essential for communication. Start by selecting a set of clear and distinct hand signals for each command you want to teach your dog. Consistency is key, so make sure to use the same hand signals every time. When introducing a new command, pair the hand signal with a visual cue. For example, if you want to teach your dog to sit, you can use a downward motion with your hand while simultaneously tapping the ground. Over time, your dog will associate the hand signal with the desired behavior. 10.2.3 Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is a highly effective training method for all dogs, including deaf dogs. Reward your dog with treats, praise, or play whenever they exhibit the desired behavior. This positive association will motivate your dog to repeat the behavior in the future. Timing is crucial when using positive reinforcement. Since your dog cannot hear verbal praise, make sure to deliver the reward immediately after they perform the desired behavior. This will help your dog make the connection between the behavior and the reward. 10.2.4 Vibrations and floor sensations. Deaf dogs are sensitive to vibrations and floor sensations. You can utilize these senses to communicate with your dog during training. For example, you can stomp your foot on the ground to get your dog's attention or use a vibrating collar to signal a command. To introduce vibrations as a cue, start by associating them with a specific behavior. For instance, you can gently tap the ground with your foot while simultaneously giving the hand signal for sit. With repetition, your dog will learn to associate the vibrations with the desired behavior. 10.2.5 Visual markers and flashing lights. In addition to hand signals, visual markers and flashing lights can be useful tools for training deaf dogs. You can use a clicker or a flashlight to mark the desired behavior and reinforce it with a reward. This helps your dog understand exactly which behavior is being rewarded. To introduce visual markers, start by associating the marker with a reward. For example, every time your dog performs the desired behavior, immediately flash the light or click the clicker and follow it with a treat. With consistent repetition, your dog will learn to associate the visual marker with the reward. 10.2.6 Training in distraction-free environments. When training a deaf dog, it is important to start in a distraction-free environment. This allows your dog to focus on learning the desired behaviors without being overwhelmed. As your dog becomes more proficient, gradually introduce distractions to increase their ability to concentrate in various situations. 10.2.7 Incorporating sign language. In addition to hand signals, you can also incorporate sign language into your training routine. American Sign Language (ASL) or modified versions of sign language can be used to communicate with your deaf dog. This can be particularly helpful for more complex commands or when you want to convey specific information. 10.2.8 Patience and consistency. Training a deaf dog requires patience and consistency. It may take longer for your dog to learn certain commands, so be prepared to invest extra time and effort. Break down complex behaviors into smaller steps and reward your dog for each successful progression. Consistency in your training methods and cues will help your dog understand what is expected of them. 10.2.9 Seeking professional help. If you are struggling with training your deaf dog or feel overwhelmed, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A professional dog trainer experienced in working with deaf dogs can provide guidance, support, and additional training techniques tailored to your dog's specific needs. Remember, training is not just about teaching your dog commands, it is also about building a strong bond and understanding between you and your furry companion. With patience, consistency, and the right techniques, you can successfully train your deaf dog and create a happy and well-behaved canine companion. 10.3 Training for Senior Dogs. As our beloved canine companions age, their needs and abilities change. Just like humans, senior dogs may experience physical and cognitive changes that can affect their behavior and ability to learn. However, this doesn't mean that training is no longer possible or beneficial for senior dogs. In fact, training can help keep their minds sharp, improve their overall well-being, and strengthen the bond between you and your furry friend. In this section, we will explore some important considerations and techniques for training senior dogs. 10.3.1 Understanding the aging process. Before diving into training techniques for senior dogs, it's important to understand the aging process and how it can impact their behavior and learning abilities. As dogs age, they may experience a decline in sensory perception, mobility, and cognitive function. They may also develop age-related health conditions such as arthritis or hearing and vision loss. These changes can affect their energy levels, attention span, and physical abilities. 10.3.2 Tailoring training to individual needs. When training senior dogs, it's crucial to tailor the training program to their individual needs and abilities. Each dog is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. Take into consideration their physical limitations, any health conditions they may have, and their overall energy levels. Adjust the training sessions to be shorter and less physically demanding, allowing for more breaks and rest periods. 10.3.3 Focus on mental stimulation. While physical exercise is still important for senior dogs, mental stimulation becomes even more crucial. Engaging their minds through training exercises can help keep them mentally sharp and prevent cognitive decline. Incorporate puzzle toys, scent games, and obedience training into their daily routine. This will not only provide mental stimulation but also strengthen the bond between you and your senior dog. 10.3.4 Positive reinforcement training. Positive reinforcement training is highly effective for senior dogs. Rewarding desired behaviors with treats, praise, and affection will motivate them to continue learning and performing well. Use high-value treats that are easy to chew and digest, as senior dogs may have dental issues or a decreased appetite. Be patient and give them plenty of time to respond to commands, as their response time may be slower than when they were younger. 10.3.5 Adapt training techniques. As senior dogs may have physical limitations, it's important to adapt training techniques to accommodate their needs. For example, if your senior dog has arthritis or joint pain, avoid exercises that put excessive strain on their joints. Instead, focus on low-impact activities such as gentle walks or swimming. Use ramps or stairs to help them access elevated surfaces or the car if needed. Make sure training sessions take place in a comfortable and safe environment, free from hazards that could cause injury. 10.3.6 Maintain a consistent routine. Senior dogs thrive on routine and familiarity. Establishing a consistent training schedule will help them feel secure and confident. Set aside specific times each day for training sessions, keeping them short and focused. Consistency is key, so try to train in the same location and use the same cues and commands. This will help your senior dog understand what is expected of them and make the learning process easier. 10.3.7 Be patient and understanding. Training a senior dog requires patience and understanding. They may take longer to learn new commands or may struggle with certain exercises due to physical limitations. Avoid getting frustrated or pushing them too hard. Instead, celebrate small victories and focus on their progress. Remember, the goal is to provide mental stimulation, strengthen the bond, and enhance their overall well-being. 10.3.8 Health considerations. Before starting any training program for your senior dog, it's important to consult with your veterinarian. They can assess your dog's overall health and provide guidance on any specific considerations or modifications needed. Your vet may also recommend supplements or medications to support your senior dog's joint health or cognitive function. 10.3.9 Monitoring and adjusting training. As your senior dog continues to age, it's important to monitor their progress and adjust the training program accordingly. Keep an eye out for any signs of discomfort or fatigue during training sessions. If certain exercises become too challenging, modify them or replace them with more suitable alternatives. Regularly reassess their abilities and make necessary adjustments to ensure their training remains enjoyable and beneficial. 10.3.10 The importance of bonding and love. Training for senior dogs is not just about teaching them new commands, it's also about strengthening the bond between you and your furry companion. Show them love, patience, and understanding throughout the training process. Remember to incorporate plenty of praise, affection, and rewards to make the experience positive and enjoyable for both of you. Training senior dogs can be a rewarding and fulfilling experience. It provides mental stimulation, helps maintain their physical abilities, and strengthens the bond between you and your furry friend. By understanding their unique needs, tailoring the training program, and using positive reinforcement techniques, you can help your senior dog continue to learn and thrive in their golden years. 10.4 Training for fearful dogs. Fear is a natural emotion that all dogs experience to some degree. However, for some dogs, fear can become overwhelming and interfere with their ability to lead a happy and fulfilling life. If you have a fearful dog, it is important to approach their training with patience, understanding, and compassion. In this section, we will explore effective training techniques specifically designed for fearful dogs. 10.4.1 Understanding fear in dogs. Before diving into training techniques, it is crucial to understand the root causes of fear in dogs. Fear can stem from a variety of factors, including genetics, lack of socialization, traumatic experiences, or a combination of these. Fearful dogs may exhibit behaviors such as trembling, hiding, excessive barking, growling, or even aggression when they feel threatened or scared. It is important to note that forcing a fearful dog into uncomfortable situations or using punishment-based training methods can exacerbate their fear and lead to further behavioral issues. Instead, we will focus on positive reinforcement techniques that build trust and confidence in fearful dogs. 10.4.2 Creating a safe environment. Creating a safe and secure environment is essential for training a fearful dog. Start by designating a quiet and comfortable space where your dog can retreat to when they feel overwhelmed. This space should be equipped with their bed, toys, and water bowl. Providing a safe haven allows your dog to relax and feel secure, which is crucial for their training progress. 10.4.3 Counterconditioning and desensitization. Counterconditioning and desensitization are two powerful techniques used to help fearful dogs overcome their fears. Counterconditioning involves changing your dog's emotional response to a specific trigger by associating it with something positive. Desensitization, on the other hand, involves gradually exposing your dog to the trigger at a level that does not elicit fear and gradually increasing the intensity over time. For example, if your dog is fearful of strangers, you can start by having a trusted friend or family member approach from a distance while offering your dog a high-value treat. As your dog becomes more comfortable, gradually decrease the distance between your dog and the person, always rewarding calm and relaxed behavior. 10.4.4 Gradual exposure. When working with a fearful dog, it is crucial to introduce new experiences gradually. Pushing your dog too quickly can overwhelm them and reinforce their fear. Start by exposing your dog to low-intensity versions of the trigger and gradually increase the difficulty level as they become more comfortable. For example, if your dog is fearful of loud noises, you can start by playing a recording of the noise at a low volume. As your dog becomes more relaxed, gradually increase the volume over time. Remember to reward your dog for calm behavior and provide plenty of praise and treats throughout the process. 10.4.5 Building confidence. Building your dog's confidence is an essential part of training for fearful dogs. Confidence-building exercises can help your dog feel more secure and less anxious in various situations. Some effective exercises include basic obedience training. Teaching your dog basic commands such as sit, stay, and come can help build their confidence and establish a strong bond between you and your dog. Trick training. Teaching your dog fun tricks like shake hands or roll over can boost their confidence and provide mental stimulation. Agility training. Introducing your dog to agility equipment, such as tunnels or jumps, can help them overcome their fears and build confidence in their abilities. Socialization. Gradually exposing your dog to new people, animals, and environments in a controlled and positive manner can help them become more confident and less fearful. 10.4.6 Patience and consistency. Training a fearful dog requires patience, consistency, and a gentle approach. It is important to remember that progress may be slow, and setbacks are normal. Celebrate even the smallest victories and avoid pushing your dog beyond their comfort zone. Consistency in training methods and routines will help your dog feel secure and understand what is expected of them. 10.4.7 Seeking professional help. If your dog's fear is severe or if you are struggling to make progress on your own, it may be beneficial to seek the assistance of a professional dog trainer or behaviorist who specializes in working with fearful dogs. They can provide personalized guidance and develop a training plan tailored to your dog's specific needs. Remember, every dog is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. Be patient, understanding, and adaptable in your approach. With time, love, and positive reinforcement, you can help your fearful dog overcome their fears and lead a happier, more confident life. 11. Training for specific breeds. 11.1 Training for retrievers. Retrievers are a popular breed known for their intelligence, loyalty, and willingness to please. They excel in various activities such as hunting, search and rescue, and obedience competitions. To fully harness their potential, it is essential to provide them with proper training. In this section, we will explore the specific training techniques and considerations for retrievers. 11.1.1 Understanding retrievers. Retrievers, including Labrador retrievers, golden retrievers, and Chesapeake Bay retrievers, have a natural instinct for retrieving objects. They were originally bred to assist hunters in retrieving game from land or water. This inherent drive makes them highly trainable and motivated to work. Retrievers are intelligent dogs that thrive on mental stimulation and physical exercise. They are known for their friendly and gentle nature, making them excellent family pets. However, their energy levels and enthusiasm require consistent training and exercise to prevent boredom and destructive behavior. 11.1.2 Basic training techniques for retrievers. When training retrievers, it is crucial to focus on positive reinforcement techniques. Retrievers respond well to rewards such as treats, praise, and play. Here are some basic training techniques to consider. 11.1.2.1 Sit and stay. Teaching your retriever to sit and stay is essential for their safety and control. Start by holding a treat close to their nose and slowly raise it above their head. As their head follows the treat, their bottom will naturally lower into a sitting position. Once they are sitting, say, "Sit," and reward them with the treat. Gradually increase the duration of the sit before giving the reward. To teach the "stay" command, ask your retriever to sit and then hold your hand up, palm facing them, and say, "Stay." Take a step back and reward them if they remain in the sitting position. Gradually increase the distance and duration of the stay. 11.1.2.2 Recall. The recall command is crucial for retrievers, as it ensures they come back to you when called. Start in a distraction-free environment and call your retriever's name followed by the command, "Come," in an enthusiastic tone. When they come to you, reward them with praise and treats. Gradually increase the distance and distractions as they become more reliable. 11.1.2.3 Fetch. Retrievers have a natural instinct to retrieve objects, making fetch an enjoyable and beneficial game for them. Start by teaching them to hold a toy or ball in their mouth. Encourage them to bring it back to you by using the command, "Fetch," and rewarding them when they return. Gradually increase the distance of the throws and introduce different objects for them to retrieve. 11.1.3 Advanced Training Techniques for Retrievers. Retrievers are versatile dogs that excel in advanced training activities. Here are some techniques to consider. 11.1.3.1 Retrieving from water. If you have a retriever that enjoys swimming, you can train them to retrieve objects from water. Start in shallow water and gradually increase the depth as they become more comfortable. Use a buoyant toy or dummy and encourage them to swim out and bring it back to you. Reward them with praise and treats for successful retrieves. 11.1.3.2 Scent work. Retrievers have an excellent sense of smell, making them ideal candidates for scent work training. Introduce them to different scents and teach them to identify and locate specific scents. This can be done through games such as hiding treats or toys and encouraging them to find them using their nose. Scent work provides mental stimulation and taps into their natural abilities. 11.1.3.3 Agility training. Agility training is a great way to challenge and engage retrievers physically and mentally. Set up an agility course with obstacles such as jumps, tunnels, and weave poles. Teach your retriever to navigate the course using commands and rewards. Agility training helps improve their coordination, focus, and overall fitness. 11.1.4 Considerations for retriever training. When training retrievers, it is important to consider their specific needs and characteristics. Here are some additional considerations. 11.1.4.1 Exercise and mental stimulation. Retrievers are energetic dogs that require regular exercise and mental stimulation. Incorporate daily walks, playtime, and interactive toys into their routine. Engage them in activities that challenge their minds, such as puzzle toys or obedience training sessions. 11.1.4.2 Socialization. Retrievers are generally friendly dogs, but proper socialization is still important. Expose them to various environments, people, and other animals from a young age. This helps them develop good manners and prevents behavioral issues such as fear or aggression. 11.1.4.3 Consistency and patience. Consistency is key when training retrievers. Use the same commands, rewards, and training techniques consistently to avoid confusion. Be patient and understanding, as some retrievers may take longer to grasp certain commands or behaviors. 11.1.4.4 Professional training. If you are struggling with training or want to take your retriever's skills to the next level, consider enrolling in professional training classes. Trainers experienced in working with retrievers can provide guidance, structure, and additional training techniques. By understanding the unique characteristics of retrievers and implementing appropriate training techniques, you can develop a well-behaved and obedient companion. Remember to be patient, consistent, and always prioritize positive reinforcement. With time and effort, your retriever will become a well-trained and happy member of your family. 11.2 Training for herding dogs. Herding dogs are a unique group of breeds that have been specifically bred for their ability to control and move livestock. These dogs possess natural instincts and behaviors that make them excellent herders, but they also require specialized training to ensure their skills are properly harnessed and directed. In this section, we will explore the specific training techniques and considerations for herding dogs. 11.2.1 Understanding herding instincts. Before diving into the training process, it is crucial to understand the innate instincts and behaviors that drive herding dogs. These instincts have been honed over generations of selective breeding, and they play a significant role in the training process. Chasing and gathering. Herding dogs have a strong instinct to chase and gather livestock. They use their natural athleticism and intelligence to control the movement of the animals. Eye contact. Herding dogs have a unique ability to maintain intense eye contact with livestock. This eye contact helps them communicate their intentions and control the animal's movements. Circling and nipping. Herding dogs often use circling and nipping behaviors to guide and direct livestock. These behaviors are part of their natural herding repertoire. 11.2.2 Training techniques for herding dogs. Training herding dogs requires a combination of basic obedience training and specialized herding commands. Here are some techniques to consider when training your herding dog. Basic obedience training. Start by teaching your herding dog basic obedience commands such as sit, stay, and come. These commands provide a foundation for more advanced herding training. Socialization. Proper socialization is crucial for herding dogs. Expose them to different environments, people, and animals from a young age. This helps them develop confidence and adaptability, which are essential traits for working with livestock. Introduce livestock. Gradually introduce your herding dog to livestock in a controlled environment. Start with calm and well-behaved animals, and gradually increase the complexity of the training scenarios. Teaching balance. Balance is a fundamental concept in herding training. Teach your dog to maintain an appropriate distance from the livestock, neither too close nor too far. This helps them effectively control the animals without causing stress or harm. Teaching directional commands. Herding dogs need to understand and respond to directional commands such as left, right, come by, and away. Use consistent verbal cues and hand signals to teach these commands, and reinforce them through positive reinforcement. Building confidence. Herding dogs need to be confident and assertive in their work. Provide them with opportunities to practice their herding skills regularly, and gradually increase the difficulty level as they progress. Celebrate their successes and provide positive reinforcement to boost their confidence. Problem solving. Herding dogs often encounter challenging situations while working with livestock. Teach your dog problem-solving skills by introducing obstacles or simulated scenarios. This helps them develop the ability to think independently and make appropriate decisions. 11.2.3 Herding Trials and Competitions. Herding trials and competitions provide an excellent opportunity for herding dogs and their owners to showcase their skills and abilities. Participating in these events can be both fun and rewarding. Here are some key points to consider. Find local herding clubs. Look for local herding clubs or organizations that host trials and competitions. These clubs often offer training classes and workshops to help you and your dog prepare for the events. Learn the rules. Familiarize yourself with the rules and regulations of herding trials. Each trial may have specific requirements and guidelines that you need to follow. Practice and preparation. Regular practice is essential to prepare for herding trials. Work on refining your dog's herding skills, obedience commands, and problem-solving abilities. Practice in different environments and with various livestock to ensure your dog is adaptable. Start with novice levels. If you are new to herding trials, start with the novice levels. These levels are designed for beginners and provide a supportive environment for learning and improvement. Enjoy the experience. Participating in herding trials is not just about winning. It is an opportunity to bond with your dog, showcase their natural abilities, and learn from other experienced handlers. Enjoy the experience and celebrate the progress you and your dog make along the way. Remember, herding dogs thrive on mental and physical stimulation. In addition to herding training, provide them with regular exercise, interactive toys, and mental enrichment activities to keep them happy and fulfilled. With patience, consistency, and proper training, your herding dog can become a skilled and reliable partner in herding livestock. 11.3 Training for Terriers. Terriers are a group of small to medium-sized dogs known for their energetic and feisty nature. They were originally bred for hunting and have a strong prey drive. Training a terrier can be a rewarding but challenging experience, as they are intelligent and independent dogs. In this section, we will discuss some training techniques and tips specifically tailored for terriers. 11.3.1 Understanding Terrier Behavior. Before diving into training techniques, it is important to understand the typical behavior of terriers. Terriers are known for their high energy levels, tenacity, and strong instincts. They are often described as fearless and determined, which can sometimes make them stubborn during training sessions. Terriers are also known to be vocal and may bark excessively if not properly trained and socialized. 11.3.2 Positive Reinforcement Training. Positive reinforcement training is an effective method for training terriers. This training technique involves rewarding desired behaviors with treats, praise, or play. Terriers respond well to positive reinforcement as they are motivated by rewards. When training your terrier, be sure to use high-value treats and provide immediate rewards for good behavior. Consistency is key in positive reinforcement training, so be sure to reward your terrier every time they exhibit the desired behavior. 11.3.3 Socialization. Socialization is crucial for terriers as it helps them develop good behavior and manners. Expose your terrier to various environments, people, and other animals from a young age. This will help them become well-rounded and confident dogs. Terriers can be prone to aggression towards other dogs, so early and ongoing socialization is essential to prevent any behavioral issues. 11.3.4 Mental Stimulation. Terriers are intelligent dogs that require mental stimulation to prevent boredom and destructive behavior. Incorporate puzzle toys, interactive games, and training sessions into your terrier's daily routine. This will not only keep them mentally engaged but also strengthen the bond between you and your terrier. 11.3.5 Obedience Training. Obedience training is important for all dogs, including terriers. Teach your terrier basic commands such as sit, stay, come, and leave it. Start with short training sessions and gradually increase the duration as your terrier becomes more focused and attentive. Use positive reinforcement techniques and be patient and consistent with your training efforts. 11.3.6 Leash Training. Leash training is essential for terriers, as they can be prone to pulling and lunging. Start by introducing your terrier to the leash in a positive and gradual manner. Use treats and praise to reward your terrier for walking calmly on the leash. If your terrier pulls, stop walking and wait for them to calm down before continuing. Consistency and patience are key in leash training. 11.3.7 Channeling energy. Terriers have a lot of energy that needs to be channeled in a positive way. Provide your terrier with regular exercise to help them burn off excess energy. Engage in activities such as brisk walks, jogging, or playing fetch. Mental stimulation activities, such as puzzle toys and training sessions, can also help tire out your terrier. 11.3.8 Dealing with barking. Terriers are known for their vocal nature and may bark excessively if not properly trained. To address excessive barking, identify the triggers and work on desensitizing your terrier to them. Use positive reinforcement techniques to reward your terrier for remaining calm in situations that would typically trigger barking. Consistency and patience are key in addressing barking behavior. 11.3.9 Terrier-specific challenges. Training terriers can come with some specific challenges. For example, terriers can be prone to digging, chasing small animals, and displaying territorial behavior. Address these challenges by providing appropriate outlets for their natural instincts. Create a designated digging area in your yard, use longline training to work on recall in safe environments, and provide mental stimulation to keep them occupied. 11.3.10 Professional training. If you are struggling with training your terrier or need additional guidance, consider seeking help from a professional dog trainer. A trainer with experience in terrier breeds can provide valuable insights and techniques to address specific training challenges. They can also help you tailor the training to suit your terrier's individual needs. Remember, training a terrier requires patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement. With the right approach and techniques, you can help your terrier become a well-behaved and happy companion. 11.4 Training for toy breeds. Toy breeds are small dogs that are typically bred for companionship. These pint-sized pups may be small in stature, but they have big personalities and are often full of energy. Training toy breeds requires a slightly different approach compared to training larger breeds. In this section, we will explore the unique characteristics of toy breeds and provide tips and techniques for effectively training them. 11.4.1 Understanding toy breeds. Toy breeds, such as Chihuahuas, Pomeranians, and Yorkshire Terriers, have specific traits that set them apart from larger breeds. Understanding these traits is crucial for successful training. Here are some key characteristics of toy breeds. Size. Toy breeds are small in size, which means they have limited physical capabilities. They may struggle with certain activities that larger dogs find easier, such as jumping or climbing stairs. Energy level. Despite their small size, toy breeds can be surprisingly energetic. They often have bursts of energy and require regular exercise to prevent behavioral issues that can arise from pent-up energy. Sensitivity. Toy breeds tend to be more sensitive than larger breeds. They may be easily startled or frightened by loud noises or sudden movements. This sensitivity should be taken into account during training to avoid overwhelming or scaring them. Stubbornness. Some toy breeds can be stubborn and independent. They may have a strong will and be less motivated by traditional training methods. Patience and positive reinforcement are key when working with these breeds. 11.4.2 Training techniques for toy breeds. When training toy breeds, it's important to adapt your techniques to their unique needs. Here are some effective training techniques specifically tailored for toy breeds. Short training sessions. Toy breeds have shorter attention spans compared to larger dogs. Keep training sessions short and focused, ideally no longer than 10 to 15 minutes at a time. This will help prevent them from becoming bored or overwhelmed. Positive reinforcement. Toy breeds respond well to positive reinforcement techniques. Use treats, praise, and rewards to motivate and encourage them during training. Remember to keep the treats small to avoid overfeeding these small dogs. Socialization. Toy breeds can be prone to fear or anxiety around unfamiliar people or dogs. Early and ongoing socialization is crucial to help them feel more comfortable in different environments. Expose them to a variety of people, animals, and situations in a positive and controlled manner. Confidence building. Building confidence is essential for toy breeds, as they can be more timid or anxious compared to larger breeds. Gradually expose them to new experiences and environments, starting with low-stress situations and gradually increasing the difficulty level. Praise and reward them for their bravery and progress. Leash training. Toy breeds may have a tendency to pull on the leash due to their energy and curiosity. Teach them proper leash manners by using positive reinforcement techniques. Start with short walks in a quiet environment and gradually increase the duration and difficulty of the walks. Obedience training. Basic obedience commands, such as sit, stay, and come, are important for all dogs, including toy breeds. Use positive reinforcement techniques to teach these commands and practice them regularly in different environments to ensure reliability. Mental stimulation. Toy breeds are intelligent dogs that require mental stimulation to prevent boredom and destructive behaviors. Incorporate puzzle toys, interactive games, and training exercises that challenge their minds. This will help keep them engaged and mentally sharp. 11.4.3 Common challenges and solutions. Training toy breeds can come with its own set of challenges. Here are some common challenges you may encounter and tips for overcoming them. Housebreaking. Toy breeds may have smaller bladders and may take longer to housebreak compared to larger breeds. Be patient and consistent with their potty training routine. Use positive reinforcement and establish a regular schedule for bathroom breaks. Separation anxiety. Toy breeds are often more prone to separation anxiety due to their close bond with their owners. Gradually acclimate them to being alone by starting with short periods of separation and gradually increasing the duration. Provide them with toys and activities to keep them occupied while you're away. Excessive barking. Some toy breeds have a tendency to bark excessively, which can be a nuisance. Teach them the quiet command using positive reinforcement techniques. Provide them with appropriate outlets for their energy and mental stimulation to help reduce excessive barking. Fearfulness. Toy breeds may be more prone to fear or anxiety. Avoid forcing them into uncomfortable situations and instead, work on gradually desensitizing them to their fears. Use positive reinforcement and reward them for calm and confident behavior. 11.4.4 Conclusion. Training toy breeds requires a tailored approach that takes into account their unique characteristics and needs. By understanding their size, energy level, sensitivity, and stubbornness, you can adapt your training techniques to effectively train and socialize toy breeds. Remember to keep training sessions short, use positive reinforcement, and focus on building their confidence. With patience, consistency, and love, you can help your toy breed become a well-behaved and happy companion. 12. Maintaining training and continued learning. 12.1 Consistency and reinforcement. Consistency and reinforcement are two key elements in maintaining and solidifying your dog's training. Once you have successfully trained your dog in various commands and behaviors, it is important to continue practicing and reinforcing those skills on a regular basis. This chapter will guide you on how to maintain consistency in your training efforts and how to effectively reinforce your dog's training. 12.1.1 The importance of consistency. Consistency is crucial when it comes to dog training. Dogs thrive on routine and predictability, so it is important to establish consistent rules and expectations for your furry friend. Here are some tips to help you maintain consistency in your training. Use consistent cues. When teaching your dog commands, use the same verbal cues and hand signals every time. This will help your dog associate the cue with the desired behavior and make it easier for them to understand and respond. Establish consistent rules. Set clear rules and boundaries for your dog and ensure that everyone in the household follows them consistently. For example, if you don't want your dog on the furniture, make sure everyone enforces this rule consistently. Maintain a consistent schedule. Dogs thrive on routine, so try to establish a consistent daily schedule for feeding, exercise, and training sessions. This will help your dog anticipate and understand what is expected of them. Be consistent with rewards and consequences. When your dog behaves appropriately, reward them consistently with praise, treats, or playtime. Similarly, if your dog misbehaves, respond consistently with appropriate consequences, such as a timeout or loss of privileges. Consistency is not only important during training sessions but also in your day-to-day interactions with your dog. By being consistent in your expectations and responses, you will help your dog understand what is expected of them and reinforce their training. 12.1.2 Reinforcing training. Reinforcement is a vital part of dog training. It involves rewarding your dog for exhibiting the desired behavior, which increases the likelihood of them repeating that behavior in the future. Here are some effective ways to reinforce your dog's training. Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement involves rewarding your dog with something they find rewarding, such as treats, praise, or playtime, immediately after they perform the desired behavior. This helps your dog associate the behavior with a positive outcome and encourages them to repeat it. Consistent rewards. Ensure that you consistently reward your dog for performing the desired behavior. This will help reinforce the behavior and make it more likely to occur again in the future. Timing is key. It is important to deliver the reward immediately after your dog performs the desired behavior. This helps your dog make the connection between the behavior and the reward. Delaying the reward may confuse your dog and make it harder for them to understand what they are being rewarded for. Use a variety of rewards. Dogs have different preferences when it comes to rewards. Some dogs may be highly motivated by treats, while others may prefer praise or playtime. Experiment with different types of rewards to find out what motivates your dog the most. Fade out rewards gradually. Once your dog has mastered a behavior, you can gradually reduce the frequency of rewards. Instead of rewarding every time, start rewarding intermittently. This helps to maintain the behavior while reducing dependence on constant rewards. Continue training in different environments. Dogs need to generalize their training to different environments and situations. Gradually introduce distractions and practice commands in various locations to reinforce your dog's training and ensure they respond reliably in different settings. Remember, reinforcement should always be positive and rewarding for your dog. Harsh punishments or negative reinforcement can have detrimental effects on your dog's training and overall well-being. 12.1.3 Consistency and reinforcement in everyday life. Consistency and reinforcement should not be limited to formal training sessions. They should be incorporated into your everyday interactions with your dog. Here are some ways to maintain consistency and reinforce training in your daily life. Use commands consistently. Use the commands you have taught your dog consistently in everyday situations. For example, ask your dog to sit before mealtime or wait before going through a door. This reinforces their training and helps them understand that the commands apply in all situations. Reward good behavior. Whenever your dog exhibits good behavior, such as walking nicely on a leash or greeting visitors calmly, reward them with praise or a treat. This reinforces their positive behavior and encourages them to continue behaving well. Redirect unwanted behavior. If your dog engages in unwanted behavior, such as jumping on people or chewing on furniture, redirect their attention to an appropriate behavior and reward them for it. For example, ask them to sit, or give them a chewed toy instead. Consistency with rules. Ensure that everyone in your household follows the same rules and expectations for your dog. Inconsistency can confuse your dog and make it harder for them to understand what is expected of them. Continue training and learning. Dog training is an ongoing process. Even after your dog has mastered basic commands, continue to challenge them with new commands, tricks, or activities. This keeps their mind engaged and reinforces their training. By incorporating consistency and reinforcement into your everyday life, you will strengthen the bond with your dog and ensure that their training remains solid. Remember, training is a lifelong commitment, and with consistency and reinforcement, you can help your dog become a well-behaved and happy companion. 12.2 Troubleshooting Training Challenges. Training a dog can be a rewarding and fulfilling experience, but it is not without its challenges. Every dog is unique, and each may present different obstacles during the training process. In this section, we will discuss some common training challenges that dog owners may encounter and provide strategies to overcome them. 12.2.1 Lack of motivation. One of the most common challenges in dog training is a lack of motivation. Some dogs may not show much interest in training sessions, making it difficult to teach them new commands or behaviors. If your dog seems uninterested or unmotivated during training, there are a few things you can try. Use high-value rewards. Experiment with different types of treats or rewards to find what motivates your dog the most. Some dogs may be more motivated by food, while others may respond better to praise or playtime. Break training into shorter sessions. Dogs have short attention spans, so it's important to keep training sessions short and engaging. Instead of one long session, try breaking it up into multiple shorter sessions throughout the day. Make training fun. Incorporate games and interactive activities into your training sessions to make them more enjoyable for your dog. Use toys or play fetch as a reward for successfully completing a command. Find the right environment. Some dogs may struggle to focus in a distracting environment. Start training in a quiet and familiar space, gradually increasing the level of distractions as your dog becomes more comfortable and attentive. 12.2.2 Difficulty generalizing commands. Another common challenge in dog training is the difficulty of generalizing commands. Dogs may learn a command in one environment but struggle to perform it in different settings. To help your dog generalize commands, follow these tips. Practice in different locations. Once your dog has mastered a command in one location, gradually introduce the command in different environments. Start with low distraction areas and gradually increase the level of distractions. Use different people. Dogs often associate commands with specific individuals. To help your dog generalize commands, have different people practice the commands with your dog in various settings. Vary the training routine. Dogs can become reliant on specific cues or routines. To encourage generalization, mix up the training routine by changing the order of commands or introducing new cues. Reward for correct responses. When your dog successfully performs a command in a new environment, reward them generously. This positive reinforcement will help them associate the command with the new setting. 12.2.3 Reactivity and aggression. Reactivity and aggression can pose significant challenges during training. If your dog displays reactive or aggressive behavior towards people, other dogs, or certain stimuli, it's important to address these issues with caution and seek professional help if needed. Here are some general tips to manage reactivity and aggression. Identify triggers. Determine what triggers your dog's reactive or aggressive behavior. It could be other dogs, strangers, loud noises, or specific situations. Once you identify the triggers, you can work on desensitizing and counter-conditioning your dog's response. Create a calm environment. Avoid exposing your dog to situations that trigger their reactive or aggressive behavior until you have a plan in place to address the issue. Create a calm and controlled environment during training sessions to minimize triggers. Seek professional help. If your dog's reactivity or aggression is severe or persistent, it's essential to seek the assistance of a professional dog trainer or behaviorist. They can provide guidance and develop a customized training plan to address the specific issues. Use positive reinforcement. Focus on rewarding calm and non-reactive behavior. Use treats, praise, and play as rewards for your dog's calm responses to triggers. This will help them associate positive experiences with the previously triggering stimuli. 12.2.4 Distractions and lack of focus. Distractions can make it challenging for dogs to stay focused during training sessions. If your dog struggles to maintain focus, try these strategies. Start with low distraction environments. Begin training in a quiet and familiar space with minimal distractions. As your dog becomes more proficient, gradually increase the level of distractions. Use higher value rewards. When distractions are present, use higher value rewards to keep your dog engaged. Experiment with different treats or toys to find what motivates your dog the most. Practice impulse control exercises. Teach your dog impulse control exercises such as, leave it, or, wait, to help them develop self-control and focus. These exercises can be useful in managing distractions during training. Break down commands into smaller steps. If your dog struggles to focus on complex commands, break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. Gradually increase the difficulty as your dog becomes more proficient. Remember, patience and consistency are key when troubleshooting training challenges. Each dog learns at their own pace, so it's important to tailor your training approach to their individual needs. If you find yourself struggling with a particular challenge, don't hesitate to seek guidance from a professional dog trainer or behaviorist who can provide personalized advice and support. 12.3 Continuing education for dog owners. As a responsible dog owner, your journey with your furry friend doesn't end with basic training. Dogs are intelligent creatures that thrive on mental stimulation and continued learning. Just like humans, they benefit from ongoing education and enrichment throughout their lives. Continuing education for dog owners is essential to maintain and enhance the training foundation you have built with your canine companion. 12.3.1 The importance of continuing education. Continuing education for dog owners serves several important purposes. Firstly, it allows you to stay up to date with the latest training techniques and methods. The field of dog training is constantly evolving, and new research and insights emerge regularly. By staying informed, you can ensure that you are using the most effective and humane training methods available. Secondly, continuing education helps you address any new challenges or behavioral issues that may arise as your dog grows and matures. Dogs, like humans, go through different life stages, and their needs and behaviors can change over time. By continuing your education, you can learn how to adapt your training approach to meet these changing needs and effectively address any new challenges that may arise. Lastly, continuing education provides an opportunity for you to deepen your bond with your dog and enhance your overall relationship. Dogs are highly social animals, and they thrive on positive interactions with their owners. By engaging in ongoing training and learning together, you can strengthen your communication skills, build trust, and create a deeper connection with your canine companion. 12.3.2 Types of continuing education. There are various ways for dog owners to continue their education and expand their knowledge of dog training. Here are some options to consider. 12.3.2.1 Attend workshops and seminars. Workshops and seminars are a great way to learn from experienced trainers and behaviorists. These events often cover specific topics or training techniques and provide an opportunity to ask questions and receive hands-on guidance. Look for workshops and seminars in your local area or consider attending online events if in-person options are limited. 12.3.2.2 Enroll in advanced training classes. Advanced training classes are designed to build upon the foundation of basic obedience training. These classes focus on more complex commands, advanced techniques, and specialized skills. They provide an opportunity for you and your dog to continue learning and challenging yourselves in a structured and supportive environment. 12.3.2.3 Read books and online resources. There is a wealth of information available in books and online resources dedicated to dog training. Look for reputable sources written by experienced trainers or behaviorists. These resources can provide valuable insights, tips, and step-by-step guides to help you further your knowledge and skills. 12.3.2.4 Join training clubs or organizations. Training clubs and organizations offer a supportive community of like-minded dog owners and trainers. They often organize training sessions, competitions, and events where you can learn from experienced trainers and interact with other dog enthusiasts. Joining a training club can provide ongoing learning opportunities and a network of support. 12.3.2.5 Seek professional guidance. If you encounter specific challenges or behavioral issues with your dog, seeking professional guidance is highly recommended. A certified dog trainer or behaviorist can assess your dog's behavior, provide personalized training plans, and guide you through the training process. Working with a professional can help you address any specific issues and ensure that you and your dog are on the right track. 12.3.3 Incorporating continued learning into daily life. Continuing education doesn't have to be limited to formal training sessions or classes. You can incorporate ongoing learning into your daily life with your dog. Here are some ideas. Practice regularly. Set aside dedicated time each day for training sessions with your dog. This can be as short as 10 to 15 minutes but should be consistent. Use this time to reinforce previously learned commands, introduce new skills, and work on any specific challenges. Explore new activities. Engage in activities that provide mental stimulation and challenge your dog's problem-solving abilities. This can include puzzle toys, scent games, or interactive feeding toys. These activities not only provide mental exercise but also strengthen the bond between you and your dog. Attend dog events. Look for dog-related events in your area, such as agility trials, obedience competitions, or training demonstrations. These events not only offer entertainment but also provide an opportunity to observe and learn from experienced trainers and handlers. Stay informed. Follow reputable dog training blogs, podcasts, and social media accounts to stay updated on the latest training techniques, tips, and trends. Engage in online communities and forums where you can ask questions, share experiences, and learn from others. Continue socialization. Socialization is an ongoing process that should continue throughout your dog's life. Regularly expose your dog to new environments, people, and other animals to ensure they remain well-adjusted and comfortable in various situations. 12.3.4 The benefits of continued learning. Continuing education for dog owners offers numerous benefits for both you and your furry friend. Here are some of the key advantages. Improved training skills. Ongoing learning allows you to refine your training techniques and become a more effective trainer. This, in turn, leads to better communication and understanding between you and your dog. Enhanced problem-solving abilities. Continued education equips you with the knowledge and skills to address any behavioral issues or challenges that may arise. You will be better equipped to identify the root causes of problems and implement appropriate solutions. Stronger bond and relationship. Engaging in ongoing training and learning activities strengthens the bond between you and your dog. It fosters trust, mutual respect, and a deeper understanding of each other's needs. Enriched mental stimulation. Dogs thrive on mental stimulation, and continued learning provides ongoing mental exercise. This helps prevent boredom and can reduce the likelihood of behavioral issues stemming from frustration or lack of mental stimulation. Confidence and empowerment. As you continue to learn and grow as a dog owner, you will gain confidence in your abilities to handle various situations. This empowerment translates into a more positive and enjoyable experience for both you and your dog. Remember, the journey of dog training is a lifelong commitment. By embracing continuing education, you can ensure that you and your dog continue to grow, learn, and enjoy a fulfilling and harmonious relationship. 12.4 Advanced Training Resources. As you continue your journey in dog training, it's important to have access to advanced training resources that can help you further enhance your skills and knowledge. These resources can provide valuable insights, techniques, and strategies to take your training to the next level. In this section, we will explore some of the best advanced training resources available to dog owners and trainers. 12.4.1 Books. Books are a fantastic resource for expanding your understanding of dog training and behavior. They offer in-depth knowledge, step-by-step instructions, and expert advice. Here are some highly recommended books for advanced dog training. The Power of Positive Dog Training, by Pat Miller. This book focuses on positive reinforcement training methods and provides a comprehensive guide to training dogs of all ages and breeds. Don't Shoot the Dog, The New Art of Teaching and Training, by Karen Pryor. Karen Pryor, a renowned animal behaviorist, shares her insights on positive reinforcement training and how it can be applied to various aspects of dog training. Control Unleashed, Creating a Focused and Confident Dog, by Leslie McDevitt. This book is ideal for dogs with anxiety or reactivity issues. It offers techniques to help dogs gain self-control and focus in challenging situations. Behavior Adjustment Training 2.0, New Practical Techniques for Fear, Frustration, and Aggression in Dogs, by Grisha Stewart. This book provides a comprehensive guide to understanding and addressing fear, frustration, and aggression in dogs. The Culture Clash, by Jean Donaldson. Jean Donaldson explores the relationship between humans and dogs, debunking common myths and providing a fresh perspective on training and behavior. 12.4.2 Online Courses and Webinars. Online courses and webinars offer the convenience of learning from the comfort of your own home while still receiving expert guidance. These resources often include video demonstrations, interactive exercises, and the opportunity to ask questions. Here are some reputable online platforms that offer advanced dog training courses. Karen Pryor Academy. This online academy offers a variety of courses for dog trainers, including advanced training techniques, behavior modification, and specialized training for specific issues. Fenzi Dog Sports Academy. This platform focuses on dog sports and offers a wide range of courses, including advanced obedience, agility, rally, and scent work. Absolute Dogs. Absolute Dogs offers online courses that focus on building a strong relationship with your dog and improving their overall behavior and performance. Dog Training Academy. This platform provides a comprehensive library of online courses covering various aspects of dog training, including advanced obedience, behavior modification, and specialized training for specific breeds. 12.4.3 Seminars and Workshops. Attending seminars and workshops can be a great way to learn from experienced trainers and behaviorists in a hands-on and interactive environment. These events often include live demonstrations, practical exercises, and the opportunity to network with other dog enthusiasts. Here are some organizations that offer advanced dog training seminars and workshops. Association of Professional Dog Trainers (APDT). APDT hosts an annual conference that brings together industry experts to share their knowledge and insights on advanced training techniques and behavior modification. International Association of Animal Behavior Consultants (IAABC). IAABC offers workshops and conferences focused on advanced behavior modification techniques, including fear and aggression. Clicker Expo. Clicker Expo is a renowned conference that focuses on positive reinforcement training and offers a wide range of workshops and seminars for dog trainers and enthusiasts. 12.4.4 Professional Dog Trainers and Behaviorists. Working with a professional dog trainer or behaviorist can provide personalized guidance and support tailored to your dog's specific needs. These professionals have extensive experience and knowledge in advanced training techniques and can help you overcome any training challenges you may encounter. When choosing a trainer or behaviorist, look for certifications, positive reviews, and a training philosophy that aligns with your own. Remember, advanced training resources are meant to supplement your existing knowledge and experience. It's important to continue learning and adapting your training methods as new research and techniques emerge. By utilizing these resources and staying committed to your dog's training, you can continue to strengthen your bond and achieve even greater success in your training endeavors.